Should we record a disclaimer for the perhaps uh interesting quality of the sentencing? Because if there's a sentence in the middle that I'm about to re-record, it's not going to sound like I said that sentence in the time. Hi, it's me, Slippy, from before. Things are going to sound weird in this episode, but they always sound weird. Goodbye. Not sarcastic. No.
Up anything that I just said. So, yeah, I'll do a little recording bit before we actually, or for the episode actually like starts in this episode. But yeah, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do my best to pitch you folks the situations that were leading up to these moments, just so that it is easy to get it out of there. There's one for me, which was as we open on this memory. No, that's the end of a sentence. As we open on this memory, there are larger, and that's it. I just needed literally fucking half a sentence. In a lot of these cases, like there might have been more cut out, but it's literally just like a little, because I don't know how much was cut out. We never know how much was lost. It's always just like what could end that sentence to continue us on. So there was a moment where Gabe met with Mother Cradle at the beginning of the episode, and the team met back up after that intro, and Lawrence rather leadingly asked, "So what did you get up to, Cookie?" And you went through a few options, and then you went to say, and I might evolve, and that's it. And it cut you off at like halfway through that sentence. And then Lawrence, Slippy comes back with, "You might evolve," but like we missed that little chunk of the sentence, and it just like doesn't sound right. So, it's a and I might evolve, and that's it. But like sort of thrown on the end of a list of what you hoped to be more interesting.
So do a list first.
Yeah, you can make up a fake list of fun things that happened. You got cheese for Herc. You made the Bullershetta.
Oh, okay.
And I might evolve, and that's it. You didn't say anything else about the Mother Cradle. This was, I think, your way of jamming it in there as Cookie and bowling over it.
Like, now you can't say I didn't tell you.
Well, I took a nice walk and I met this cheese guy, Herc, and I bought some of his cheese and I saw the sights and I might evolve, and that's it.
Perfect.
The fun thing about that line in particular is, Gabe, that mic is for sure detectable quality better.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah. No, the mic is my. When we were talking about the microphone, we were talking about how it would sound different between then and now. I was like, I'm gonna sound different.
Sound real different. You specifically will.
Yeah,
it's so bassy.
How do I make this worse?
How do I make my? Is there a worse filter on your microphone?
I mean, you had the same vibe as
one.
the way you did in the recording,
You can turn on.
but quality is through the roof. So this is.
Maybe if I just turn the EQ off.
Yeah, see what that sounds like.
How's that? Is it different? I don't get to hear myself.
I don't know.
For sure
I have
worse.
had enough audio issues.
I think
it
that
does seem a little worse.
It's worse than if it were on, but I think it sounds more on the same field as everyone with it off. Like they all sound closer to the same kind of audio quality, which is good audio quality, rather than one great and four good. So that sounds. Were you showing something? Because I didn't see that.
I was just curious to see how well the the background filter hid my alcoholism.
Oh, just perfectly. Drinking sips of the city.
Stop.
Um,
Wait,
Can I disappear behind this?
I
Yep.
have a Carissa line, which is because I said, well, if it isn't Slippy S. Tombleson, and that's not your name, and I feel like if anyone's gonna get it right, it's Carissa. So yeah. Well, if it isn't Slippy, damn it.
It is. It's me.
Well, if it isn't Tombleson S. Slippy. Great.
Hello.
I can't give any. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna close this door. With the auto EQ off, it picks me up down here. So I know a lot about a lot of these, but I don't know about this one. So just sort of wing it, Gabe. I've actually done it before. This isn't my first time, and I don't remember why you were saying this. I should have put a note next to it, but I didn't. And it's
Yes.
definitely not sexual. I've actually
Voice
done
acting.
I've actually done it before. This isn't my first time.
Yeah, I've got no context on this either. I have no idea when I would have said
It
that.
came in the episode after. Oh fuck! What would it have been? Before Blood showed up, because that's the piece I just did. Yeah, man. I don't know.
Can you repeat the line for me one more time?
I've actually done it before. This isn't my first time.
I've actually done it before. This isn't my first time.
That feels very cookie. That feels very cookie. Probably good.
If we need to re-record it, we'll find out.
I'll fit in there somewhere.
Okay, I guess I have the back half of that next sentence, because otherwise, why would I have put it this way? So, when the crew is walking from Blood and Carissa on the roof to the inside to get indoors, Carl's up on the roof of the little stair thing, as protection. This is as they've just landed. Carissa's tossing in some weird ribs here and there. And Slippy says at some point, well, we did go to college together. After I think Blood says something about them knowing each other, maybe well or something. And Slippy says, we did go to college together. And Carissa follows up with a sentence that I will say. And then Cookie comes back with, we have all heard about the times that you've spent together, something along those lines. In a rib from Cookie. All I need from it is we've all heard about that's it. We've all heard about, because apparently I have the back half of that sentence. After Carissa says, well, we did much more than go to college together, didn't we, Slippy?
Yeah, we fucked.
And then you sort of cut her off from going anywhere on that thought by saying, we've all heard about, and then whatever the back half of that sentence that I apparently already have is.
We've all heard about Slippy
All right.
fucking.
Well, we did much more than go to college together, didn't we, Slippy? And then you say, we have all heard about.
Oh, me. Okay. I thought that there was something that Slippy said to start this.
No.
Okay.
This is straight up just all. Really, all I need now is you just to, ribbingly, we have all heard about the times with you and Slippy, or the time you guys went to college, or whatever.
Okay.
Well, we did much more than go to college together, didn't we, Slippy?
We've all heard about your times in college, Carissa.
Perfect. Okay, Blood, you guys have planned to go out to the casino. He is cutting everyone off from talking by saying he's going to get himself changed. If you wouldn't mind giving him the room. And then we're player talking about what we're going to start wearing. And Lawrence, it cut off when you were saying that Slippy already has a tuxedo, so you know exactly what you're gonna wear, and that's what got cut off. That Slippy already has a tuxedo, and I know exactly, like, this is exactly what he's gonna wear. After Blood says, I'm gonna get changed myself if you don't mind giving us the room.
Oh, I know what Slippy's gonna wear. Slippy already has a rented tuxedo. He's gonna just go put that on.
Boom. And I have what everyone else is wearing. I remember going over that. Nailed it.
How do we feel about the Lawrence character? Was that good?
That was a good Lawrence. I think that
That a good Lawrence take?
I think that if we
I think you
wanted,
need to work on it.
yeah,
I
I
know
think
we
we
a little too excited.
might
I
go
was a little too excited.
I was gonna say we might go with a different person if we wanted to do a Lawrence in the future, but this is
I
good
was
for
too
now.
excited to be Lawrence. I'm sorry.
And I think that that's literally it for those little sentence re-recordings. Yes. So
Oh, I can do it like this.
Slippy and Cookie have hold one, as we are taking, as Mr. Blood and Carissa are huddled together, moving across the floor. The scene is that we are in the Grand Casino, Blood's blood box of the Grand Casino. You folks were enjoying gambling times. Cookie, you are, in fact, as this begins, behind the bar, making things on a single burner. You were trying to make sliders. And then Carl and BBW were downstairs scoping out the crowd that was coming up in the elevator. All of a sudden, two things happened sort of at once, and that was that the bookshelf that is the secret passage out of this room and into the storage room up here began opening. And when that happened, Cookie flung her sliders at the opening bookshelf, and then there was no one in the bookshelf. But also, as that happened, there was a shout. Yeah, there was a shout from behind you guys, and like on the other side of the room from the bookshelf, and standing up and firing off a shot was one of these silver metallic robots. Slippy dove in front of the shot and got shot. And Cookie did her fling at the thing, and Slippy tossed Cookie a gun that she fumbled, but I think ultimately grabbed for the occasion. Downstairs, Carl and BBW, you two moved up the elevator and into the open storage room. This thing shouldn't have been open. It should have been closed. So as you came up here and saw that the door was open, it was a red flag. You folks went into it, and the secret passage in the storage room was also open. But Carl saw a robot hiding. Yeah, there was one hiding
behind the shelves.
BBW tried to approach it, and the thing pushed a shelf over onto BBW, but he stopped it and pushed it back, damaging the robot. It rolled out, fired off a shot at Carl, who dodged. You two, that's right where we're at. The thing fired off a shot at Carl, who jumped behind the door frame to dodge it, and BBW, you're just like standing there in front of it. It shot like past you at Carl. And for Cookie and Slippy, you two have met up like physically with Blood and Carissa. Both of you have rolled defend, so you have hold one. So go check out what defend options you have. As you folks as a pod are making your way towards the bookshelf, the opened bookshelf. And that is where we'll pick up. We'll pick up with Carl and BBW. The robot has just fired
And-
off at Carl, and Carl's hiding behind the door frame.
All right.
There is a
Uh.
crowd sort of panicked and rushing, trying to almost push up against the elevator doors that are beginning to groan because it's not going fast enough to get them off the floor.
Do we have an endpoint for this scenario?
The end. So for the rest of this pre-recording, the end point is being back at the hotel, where Gabe has a plan to pitch for the start of next session. So from here on out, it's just we're playing. Make the options presented to you, and we'll make it through. You know that there will be a car chase, and that you'll all live. But
I'm immortal.
Okay, so we were kind of like redoing it. Is that what you mean?
yes, because
Okay.
that my internet was all messed up that night, and I lost about an hour or so of the recording. So that
Think of
is
it like
I-
it's a time loop mechanic.
yeah.
I like zoned out for a second,
I get to try again.
and then I like came back when you were talking about that. So I was like, oh, wait a minute, where are we again? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Last time.
So
I've done
this
this
is
before.
like Blood and Carissa landed on the planet.
Yeah, I remember.
And then we went out to the hotel room for his night on the town. Robots have attacked at the night on the town, and you and Carl have made your way up in the elevator and are confronting one of those robots in the storage room where the secret door lets out to. The confrontation has already begun, so that is where we are. There's a robot that is basically fired past you. Carl dodged it by getting out of the way on the doorway, and it hit someone in the crowd, which caused the crowd to like panic and go kind of wild behind Carl. Yeah. So yes, the two of you. How will the two of you begin this situation? The only person
All right.
damaged also off of all that is because Slippy did dive in front of a bullet. Slippy, who has 4 damage of his total health.
Okay. I think I'm gonna use my command of robots then to tell the robot to stop shooting at us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Give me that.
Delay your hostility, please.
Okay.
That's plus. I think that's. $11.
Okay.
I definitely want to just tell it to stop shooting at us for the time being.
The robot stiffs up and jerks a couple times, and it points its gun at you, and you see it kind of jerk back and forth a little bit, and then it looks at you, and you see it. You hear a few bleeps from behind its smooth faceplate, and it looks towards the opening in where the secret door is into this room, and tries to make a sprint for the opening to run down the secret door hallway.
Oh, I guess that works.
Carl, do you do anything?
I would like to shoot at it.
Yeah.
I like doing that. There's still only one robot in sight. That's the only thing I can see. Just double checking because I can shoot so many things
Yes,
at once.
that is the only enemy in sight. The other one is in the
Are there some
casino
people I can
room.
maybe just?
You
just for
could. There's a lot
practice?
of people
How
behind
many loose
you.
targets do I have access to?
Tons.
No, I'm just gonna shoot the one robot, I guess. That's yeah, that's gonna be a marked experience, is what it's gonna be.
All right.
Wow,
Does this
past
translate into the
experience.
future?
I'm sorry.
So
BBW?
does this translate into the future?
No, but like
No,
still
I
assume
would
something.
love
not. But
that.
you would
That would be
still,
great.
I'm still gonna comment on it because that's something that we normally do.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I was just
Definitely.
wondering.
Definitely.
Oh
So
boy,
like, yeah,
I
if
can't
you
wait
roll
for you to level
failures,
up,
still
Cookie.
talk about how they're failures.
It's just extra experience for the Christmas episode.
Powerful Cookie. Okay, yeah, so Carl tries to lean around the door frame and fire off past BBW, but the robot dives through the door frame and into the darkness of the hallway. I almost said Hyatt Cola. Cookie and Slippy are you're coming down this hallway as the robot barrel rolls in and falls into a crouching position, aiming a pistol down the hallway at your pod.
Slippy's
and-
not surprised by this, and Slippy's gonna release a volley
all
from
right.
his pistol gun.
I love it every time.
He got an 8 with his pistol gun.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage, please, and thank you. It's the D6 damage, but I did still get a 5.
Okay. You got a 5. What is the mid-range on a volley?
I think that is yes. I can take what I can get, which is the 1d6 damage,
Perfect.
as opposed to my full d8.
I see. Okay. Yes. The plasma bolt lot buries itself in the chest of the robot, and it takes a step back. But it stays on its feet, and it points its gun down the hallway and fires off a shot. I imagine because we're defending targets. How are the two of you moving down this hallway when you entered the secret hallway?
I am in front of Carissa.
Okay.
Because Slippy,
I
at the end of the day, is gallant. Just toxic, also.
am behind both of them in
Wow.
front of Mr. Blood.
Okay.
Okay.
I have
so
no range. Like the best I can do is
You
take a
have my
bullet,
other gun.
or maybe. Oh, do I have your other gun?
Because I threw it to you.
Well,
Yep.
Then I'm still back there, but with
That's
a gun now
And frying pan.
and
a
frying
shield?
pan. That was the original thought, was that I just have this frying pan, so the best I can do is like try and block with this. Yeah.
No, you at least do have a gun, but you can try to block with the frying pan if you do want.
I think I have both implements out and in my mandibles or whatever.
Good.
Excuse me.
Ready for anything, Cookie Grubbins.
The robot fires off a very well aimed shot right past. You can see it going right past Slippy and at. The shot is definitely aimed at Blood, but I feel like there's 3 bodies in the way, so let's say that it's actually going at Carissa.
I am going to. Oh gosh, I don't have a lot of health.
And
I am going to use my hold
Yeah, I would say that you could use it here on Carissa. If you're like defending the pod.
have the attacks affect her damage.
So she'll still get blasted. Nice.
Yeah, I can't eat the whole thing because I will then die. And I can't die because it's the past.
The bullet hits Carissa, and she is knocked back a couple, and into Cookie, which is, the force of the bump of Cookie behind her is able to right her.
Oh no!
But now you folks are in this hallway, and Cookie, behind you,
You
actually can hear
bastards.
the clanking of that second robot from the room that began the altercation running into the secret hallway.
There's a robot behind us now too.
Yep.
All right. Folks, it would seem that we are being followed.
Cookie, shoot him with your gun.
Okay, and I do.
And you do. Give me
I
a
believe
volley
in
roll,
you.
which is plus dexterity.
Oh man, I'm quite bad at that. One moment.
Remember your training.
Oh, no dice. Hashtag no dice.
We flash back to
Imagine having no dice.
Cookie and Slippy on the ship, and they're at the shooting range. Slippy says, "One of these days, it's going to be really cool whenever I throw this gun to you and you shoot somebody with it." And Cookie was like, "Oh, I've never shot a gun before." And I said, "Well, you're going to go to today." And then Lucy came in and was like, "I want to shoot a gun too." And we said, "Lucy, you cannot shoot a gun."
This was before you guys came to Opulence? You had interactions with Lucy?
On the ship.
Yeah, we
so, yeah.
discovered her before we got there. Come on.
Oh,
Come
like
on.
on your ship. Okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, on our ship.
Not the station, the ship.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
The shooting range in our ship.
Yeah, that's why I was thinking the station.
Nope. Nope.
Nope. Okay.
We-
Yeah,
we
Cookie.
should-
This robot comes bounding around the corner.
Well, I draw on it real quick, like an
you remember
expert.
your training.
I remember my training, every moment of it, just like Gabe himself does, and I rolled a 5.
Damn.
Perfect.
Maybe BBW should get into
No,
cooking
that
too.
makes sense because I did make that up, but that's fine.
The bullet
Mhm.
the bullet scales or travels right past the robot and into the wall. It, however, is going to open up Cookie to some damage, who is going to take only 1 point of damage as the robot returns fire, seemingly just as a reaction to being fired upon. It shot at Cookie without any
Bring it on! I cannot die.
I cannot die.
Cookie would never die.
Carl, BBW. You can hear these gunshots going off in the hallway. You can see
And you
the
hear
lights
somebody
of the
shouting,
plasma.
"I'm never gonna die."
Well, I'm hiding behind the doorway, so I want to rush into the hallway and see what I can shoot at. See if I
Yeah,
can't stop something.
yeah. I mean, right around the doorway and into the storage room. You peek around the next door frame into that secret hallway, and you can see the back of one robot, the pod of your crewmates, Blood and Carissa, and then you might be able to see the other robot at the end of the hallway. But there's a lot of bodies in between.
Yeah, I'll just shoot at the one that I can see closer to me. I've got. That is a 12.
That
Oh my
hits
God.
for sure.
You should have shot the other one too.
The opposite of what he would have said if it would have been.
Ouch! I would have
eyes.
said, "Ouch! You shot me."
10 damage plus 1. 11
Oh my
damage.
God.
I disintegrate this bot.
Carl rolls around the corner and
Ow.
blasts, and it hits the same spot of the that the first bullet hit in the chest, but because that area was weakened, it blasts through the whole chest of the robot, and it comes down in pieces. And yeah, BBW,
Cookie, do it like that.
do it like that.
All right, next time for sure.
So we're running down this hallway, and Carl just shot the robot in front of us.
Yeah, so you and Carl are where the rest of the crew is running to. On the other side of the crew chasing them now is one of the last robot that we know of up here.
Yeah.
BBW,
Okay.
hit it with your toaster.
So actually, gonna chuck my laser shield at it.
Oh, you have that? Oh, great.
Yeah,
That's so much better.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna.
chuck what at
I'm
it?
gonna. So Can I activate my energy shield and just throw it, Captain America style?
Huh, huh.
I want to use that as like a volleyball.
I
Hmm.
see what you are saying.
Very conceptual.
It is very conceptual. Okay, I'll say that you
Gonna have to
can
decide some things about
do
energy
this,
shields right now.
but in order to get it back into like a usable energy shield for yourself and not just be this weird disc of energy, you're gonna have to like really work on it. So you're gonna like lose that armor after you do this.
That's fine.
Okay,
Is
sweet.
this the
I'm
sentient
currently-
energy shield that you're throwing?
Yeah, it's a special one. I'm currently giving it proper usage, like I promised.
The wildest
By throwing it.
proper usage I've ever heard of. Give it a whirl.
I love that.
Roll volley. No, I mean
Beep, boop.
I'm
My
on
hidden
board.
talent.
It's a fun situation.
That's a solid 10.
Wild.
And then you can.
Wild. All of you are in awe as Carl has blasted this robot in front of you and then whipping over Carl and flying like a disc above your head and into the robot behind you.
It's an energy shield.
It's an
yelling,
energy
"Leave."
shield.
Yeah.
Yelling, "This is what I wanted."
Yeah, Cookie and Slippy are both just like hands over mouths, just agog as the shield just flies through their
Cookie-
just
Training.
Slippy is like nudging Carissa, who has been shot on the ground, and is like, "Check that out. Let's
Check
fucking
that out."
wild."
Chris is like, yes, Slippy, that's pretty cool. Can we get out of
Blood's
here?
lighting a cigar and misses the whole thing.
Roll damage for me, BBW. You have
That's
just
just like
your
It's not-
flat
it's
damage
not my
on your
turn yet,
sheet.
Carissa. I can't get us out of here yet.
1 damage.
1 damage.
What
Love
about-
it. It hits the robot and
The
knocks
robot catches
its
it, put it on.
it's knocks its aim off course, and it shoots the ceiling with one of its bullets. Slippy,
Capitalizing on this opportunity, Slippy is going to take one step in front of Carissa and shoot the robot again.
Cookie. Mhm.
I rolled a 7, so I'm gonna do the d6 damage again. That is 3 damages.
Yeah, you shoot the robot, but it is not backing down. It's continuing to take steps forward. It's re-aiming at
I'm now
Mr.
crouched behind Carissa.
Blood. Carissa makes a
I also
defend
pressed
roll.
behind.
Slippy's useful to a point.
It's like the whole crew just crouching behind Carissa. She's like, guys, Cookie. The robot is
Okay.
not downed.
The robot behind us is not downed. The robot in front of us is
In pieces on the
Dead.
floor.
okay. Good, blasted to
As dead
bits.
as a robot
All
can be.
right. Yeah. All right. I'll try shooting it again. That
You-
seems to be.
You learn from example.
If you wanted, you are closest to it, so your pan could come in handy here. If you felt
How
more
far? How
comfortable
far
behind the
from
pan.
it am I?
I mean, you're probably about 5 to 7 feet from it. Either
Oh,
are
okay, yeah,
acceptable. You
then-
just gotta like
then
run
I'm
up.
just
If you
gonna
don't
run-
shoot
I'm
this
just
robot,
gonna
I'm
run
gonna
up
be
on it.
disappointed. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be
No, I'm a-
disappointed
If what?
if you don't shoot it.
Be disappointed then.
Okay.
Cementing in the fact that Cookie will now use the pan.
Yeah, because when Cookie uses the pan, she rolls an 11.
Yeah. All right. Roll that
Yeah,
damage
'cause
on
you
this
wouldn't have rolled
thing.
that.
You're welcome.
Let's see. That's this dice. That is a 4. 4 pan damage.
4 pan damage is enough to you hit this thing and you hear a crunch inside its headpiece, and some of the lights like flicker across its face piece as it drops to the ground. The only noise now that you folks have as the fight kind of draws to a close is the sounds of people like screaming and shouting out in the main area, trying to basically push against this elevator door. It is not a good situation at the moment.
We gotta use
That
the
doesn't
back
seem dangerous at
elevator.
all.
No, unfortunately, just the one way up and down.
Bad
That
fire
seems
safety.
really safe.
Carl, we've got to kill
We've
all of
talked
these people
about
to
fire
use the
safety
elevator.
and how they've fixed it, and we didn't need to say much more, but they fixed fire
It doesn't
safety.
look very fixed.
Well, this is not a fire.
It's called asbestos, and they really stuck with it. In
I
this
start a fire.
universe.
Slippy starts a fire.
It goes out immediately.
Mr. Blood, this is your box. Do you know of any other way that we can get out of here?
Ways out of the box. No, we shouldn't need ways out of the box. Them getting in here is not a good thing at all. The
I agree.
security is sort of getting in. Once you're in, you got to go out, and the way out is down the elevator. If we can, if we can stop the elevator, we could take the emergency ladder in the shaft down. I don't want
that
to do
doesn't
that.
sound like a very good idea.
Well, you asked for another way out. It's the same way, but
Thanks.
just different
It's the same.
usage.
It's the same way, but harder.
but harder.
Yeah, that and more dangerous.
So
it's much worse all around. I'd say we stick to the elevator.
Does anybody have like knockout gas or something like that? How do we get past this crowd? Oh, hold on. No,
Humans
actually,
don't like
I don't-
tasers, right?
I don't have.
They also don't like sharks.
I don't
we should
have
call
more
them sharks.
poisons yet.
Nope. You just got friendship poison.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, from the outside, you could also just like throw Blood's weight around.
You want me to throw Mr. Blood around?
That's definitely not what I mean.
I pick up Mr. Blood.
Get him! No.
okay. Um,
Or like Carl, you could. I mean,
Are
tasing
these-
one person would scare enough people away, right? Like you don't have to tase every person.
okay, so these people are.
you
we
know
can
what?
reach these people, yes.
Yeah, so where you folks are, I would even say like you're standing in this storage room. The storage room is off of the entrance, and they're all just called rooms. The entrance room. There are 4 doors. One the elevator, one into the storage room, one into like a little lounge bar, and one into the casino. And most of the people are huddled around the elevator door trying to push against it, really. And some are hiding back in the lounge because of the gunfire.
Okay.
Carl's
I
gonna
have-
yell. The robots are gonna come from the elevator.
Okay. Give me a Defy Danger charisma.
Hey, at least I get experience.
The crowd just, it is sucked away by the noise of the crowd.
I have 2 thoughts. First off, I'm positive that there will be another elevator in the casino. That
Yes,
there
and
cannot not be another elevator in the casino, and probably a less robot infested elevator. There
There-
could even be a robot in this elevator coming up to us right now.
There's another
Cool.
elevator in the casino, not that goes to this floor.
But we can figure it out. The other thought is I've met with the Mother Cradle already, right? That's already happened. Okay.
You
Cool.
have, but the bellhops in this place are not the same bellhop.
That's okay. That's not the only thing that really is the only reason that's relevant is if I've already met with the Mother Cradle, it means that I have a loose egg tart in my possession with the specific tag of tempting, which is that NPCs will not refuse to eat this unless they have an express reason to distrust you. So I could.
You like throw
Just-
it and hope they run after it like a bunch of dogs.
They are casino people. I don't expect anything more from them.
A tart! Give me the tart! Yeah, the tart!
Oh,
Oh,
let's stop
that's-
fleeing for our lives, everyone. There's a tart.
Exactly. That's casino life for you.
Apparently.
So those are the 2 thoughts that I've had. Who thinks I should throw this tart, and who wants to go to the casino?
Yeah, you throw the tart, I'll throw Mr. Blood.
No, you're not throw. Don't throw me, Slippy.
Okay.
You hear a ding out in that lobby room, and the elevator. You can see the light on the elevator lit up as if the elevator has arrived. And as the doors open, folks begin rushing through them and directly into the elevator.
I would like to do a.
long.
I guess it's not acrobatics. It would be Defy Danger in this situation. I feel like. I want to basically crowd surf to get in front of the crowd. Like as soon
Just
as
you?
that door starts to bing, I want to get like hopping because I'm a frog. I'm a hop.
Is it just you getting on this elevator? Or are you taking Blood with you, or Carissa, or someone?
Is your goal to
Yeah. Okay. I'll pick up Mr. Blood and then I will.
That's a leap.
He's a small man, and I'm a frog person. and fuck everyone.
You can
else.
still do that. Let me just finish my thought. It's not long before there are, rather than like people rushing into the elevator, people rushing out of the elevator as coming out, spinning around these two sort of blood dripping blades on its arms is another one of these robots, and they wrap back into its hands, and it points to guns towards your group. It fires off the first at Mr. Blood.
I grab a civilian.
Come on, Slippy, it's your job to jump in front of those, right?
I grab a civilian and make them. No, I don't do that.
I know Cookie has a defend roll.
What
Yeah,
is
I
it
can
that
use
I
my
can do
hold.
with that?
There are like 3 or 4 things you can spin that hold on.
You can.
I get one. I have one hold.
One
Is that
hold,
what I've heard?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna open up the attacker to an ally. And I'm gonna do
Mr.
that.
Blood is gonna eat the shot, but
Maybe. I don't know how that works. I just know that I get one hold, and the one hold that I'm gonna get is open up the attacker to an ally, so that the ally gets +1 forward against that attacker. Hopefully, we can get rid of this robot in one round.
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like and I have a but at the end of this. So I feel like the flavor of that is like opens it up to the ally that you're defending. That feels like I know it doesn't say that, but like in
give
this
your
case
gun to
it's
Mr.
not.
Blood.
It's not blood, right? What makes sense to me though is that you eat some of the damage to do this. Although that's a different
it?
option, isn't it? Isn't that just a different option?
Yes, so you can redirect the attack.
Yeah, redirect
from the thing
an attack
you
from the
defend
thing you
yourself.
defend yourself.
Okay.
This sort of more sounds like I am like in the heat of the moment deflecting his laser bullet off of my walk and just like sort of ping off of his noodle, off his robot head, and giving us just like a moment for anyone to do something else.
All right, I like that description exactly. You bring up your walk and block blood. I'm gonna say that it dents the bottom of your walk.
Ugh.
No.
Oh no, not my walk.
Actually, this is okay. This doesn't matter. Remember?
And shh. And
Not my walk. I'm so
it's
upset.
Cookie's
J.
walk.
Kenzie Lopez would be ashamed of me.
But it fires back and knocks the robot head back, and it is like taking a couple steps as it's trying to fix its head. The next attack on this robot has +1.
And it
Because-
won't come from me.
Hi, it's me, Slippy. I'm gonna shoot the robot.
Yeah, man. Blast it.
That is a big 12 with the +1. Thank you very much. That's a big 8 damage, which is the maximum I can do.
And the maximum that it has as you shoot
Ah,
it in this little neck area, and its whole head tumbles off of its body and it flaps down forward.
And now I would like to pick up
Nice.
Mr. Blood and hop
No.
over to the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator is clear except for the bodies in it now. There's a lot
That's
of
fine. I'm comfortable with
blood
that.
and viscera in this elevator of the people that rushed in immediately. But the
I got a
elevator
9.
the elevator
Yeah, I'm gonna get on this elevator too.
Hmm?
And I want to go through their pockets.
Oh.
We're in a casino planet. They're bound to be loaded.
We have time.
Yeah.
We have time.
We're in the elevator, like do 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 do
Since
do do.
Cookie's
Yeah,
the
like-
one that searches, Cookie, you find 1,000 credits. Non-transferable.
They immediately lock to your biosignature.
1,000 bio. Since the people are dead, the first one to touch them, it automatically locks to their biosignature. And and you know this is the last chance too. When you die, they're gonna disappear forever.
Noted. All right, I've got 1,000 credits to spend this episode.
Go!
Good thing none of us get to die anytime soon.
Oh man.
So what you're saying is we're getting the We're getting the best Uber Black possible for our getaway.
I spend 1,000
Yeah,
on
we're
the
getting.
ride
What is
home.
that? What's the cyberpunk thing where they come and they shoot everybody and they make sure you're safe?
Fucking health insurance.
Exactly that.
Trauma squad or whatever.
Trauma squad.
Trauma
health
team.
insurance.
I have no idea what the reference is. So I love that.
It's okay. Imagine, it's an ambulance. The ambulance comes to you and it can fly. But not only are they doctors, they also have guns, and they'll kill everybody to get to you.
And they're like
Very
the best of
ultra-carbon.
the guns people. They're like the top of the guns folk. So if you have health insurance, they'll show up if your life signature disappears. And
Yeah.
just fucking wreak havoc.
And they'll
It's
make
like a
some other
crew of
life
Imperial
signatures
guards.
disappear.
That are also all nurses are coming to rescue you.
Nice.
So yeah, you folks ride the Viscera encrusted elevator to the bottom and get out. There's havoc down here as people are still running out of the hotel. But as you folks run up to the front doors, or as you folks actually exit the elevator, there are bellhops here, and you get the immediate, sort of lay of of what they've planned, and that is that there's a an armored Uber Black showing up to an armored black cab showing up to pick you folks up and take you back to the Peacock. It will be 1,000 credits, please.
Well, I was about to discern some realities to see if there was a way to burn 1,000 credits really quick.
Yeah, there's a slot machine that's 1,000
It
credit
costs
buy-in.
1,000 credits to buy in. This one slot
in the middle
machine.
of an emergency and cookies
Ah,
over
you
at the
didn't
slot
win.
machines.
When
You
you
win,
pull
sorry.
the slot machine, you win 1,000 credits. Yeah,
But you have to go over to the desk to turn that into real credits again.
you folks rush out and into the the Uber Black. Do you all get into one? Do you what is the exit plan here? I don't just want to rush us
What
out
does
and
this
into it.
Uber Black look like? Is it big
Do
enough to
6 of us
fit all
fit?
of us comfortably?
It's definitely so think before it Escalade's a big SUV, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
Sure.
think that's a big SUV.
I'll take your
Sure.
word for it.
We'll
That
The
sounds
ones
like
that
a
start
car.
with E are often big.
Yeah, yeah, we'll say it's the Ford Ford.
Big and wide as a Ford pickup truck.
Yeah, now I can't think of even the one I just said. So it's just a
Or
big,
F-150.
yeah, just like a big
This is the biggest stretch for F-150. F-1500.
It's definitely big enough to fit all of you. The back of it, all of the seats are facing in so that it's a little bit more like limousine style seating. There's several sunroofs, but it is also armored. It's much more bulky around the edges and the windows.
Perfect. Slippy immediately sticks his head out of the sunroof.
Oh, sweet.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, there is room. So do we all want to do one, or do we want to get a second? You could easily ask them for a second.
Yeah, either
or
of those
whatever you
could
wanna
be
do.
fine.
I like the one.
I think
I can
everybody
ride on top of
won.
it. Yeah.
One works for me.
Okay. The black cab pulls away quickly. Tires screeching. Tires? Who has tires in space? The
Apparently
black
these guys.
Thrusters blaring.
thrusters blaring. in the-
Hoverjet humming.
as it does, and whips off down the streets. Things are smooth, and Blood takes a deep breath. Oh, well, I gotta say that you folks were quick to think it on your feet. I really appreciate keeping me safe through all that.
Of course, Mr. Blood. Are you all right, Carissa?
I have a bit of a headache, Tombleson, but I'll be fine. You took a shot for Cerulean. Are you okay?
Your first name is Cerulean, Mr. Blood?
Well, yeah. Yeah,
Fuck yeah,
you
dude.
know,
That's sick.
it was in the
High
file.
five, Mr. Blood.
All right.
You
And
think Slippy can read?
oh, fair enough. I guess I don't know if he can read. I just figured that
I went
he's an
to
adult
college.
and he went to
Mr. Blood, I
college.
have a quick quick question.
Yes.
How do you spend 1,000 credits really quick?
Anyone would know.
He'd be like, give it to me.
Yeah, I'm asking the expert here.
Well, I thought that the bellhop downstairs said that this cost 1,000 credits, and I figured that this was on you.
What weird?
That's mighty
Why would you-
unprofessional, Mr. Blood.
Why would you think
Yeah,
it
you're
was
rich.
We'll charge it. We're gonna charge your account.
It's really
This
weird of
is,
you, Mr.
this is
Blood.
all on you.
This
Mr.
is
Blood.
your vacation, dude. You think your bodyguards are gonna pay for it?
I mean, if I had 1,000 extra
really
credits, I would
presumptuous.
just end up gambling it away in the casinos. Maybe when we get back to the Peacock, you
gotta
can
save it
spend
for
some
the
time
races.
downstairs at the roulette table, or at the.
Maybe I will.
I'll know a lot of people
Yeah, I
are
heard
big
there's a
fans of
1,000
lizard
credit buy
racing.
and roulette table down there.
Okay, one really good round in.
And as you're saying this, there is a sound, a cracking sound behind you, and you look back and you see a crack running through the back of the back window, and then you see another strike against it, and it cracks further, and there are just bullets hitting the back of the glass window.
I'm
And
really worried if these weren't bulletproof.
you look behind you. It's just cracking right now. You look behind you, and there is a just like any other car on the street. I don't know, a beat up hover car whipping down the streets after you. One of these robots that you've seen atop its hood, its feet clamped into the hood, bending the metal, keeping it in place. It holds its arm up and it's firing these shots at the back of your car. It seems more heavily armored than the three robots even that you just fought upstairs. You can see like thicker metal plating on it. What do the four of you
This
do?
guy again. Slippy is going to pull out something from his tools of the trade. And today's trade is carpentry. And it's the last thing in my bag. Slippy pulls out a box of nails.
Well, okay, but we are hover cars.
Hover nails. Because it's space.
They're gonna get sucked
So,
up into your hover engine.
Exactly. You're gonna hover flat. So yeah, we're gonna scatter space caltrops behind us.
What does a
Makes
space
sense.
caltrop look like?
Like,
how do you think that
it's like
this
a nail, but it has a thruster on the back, so it floats about 5 feet in the air.
Carpentry
trying to-
tools.
It's for floating tables
Oh, okay.
and other floating like lamps and shit like that.
I'll
You
figure
use
out
floating
how to
nails
make it
to make
work.
it float.
Give me a volley roll, I guess.
Okay. Fucking 14.
You throw this, I don't know, couple handfuls of hover nails out of the window, and they go up underneath the vehicle behind you, and at first you're not sure that they did anything, but then you hear a loud crunch, and some smoke begins coming from the engine, and the car begins slowing down a little bit, but it is still pushing behind you, the smoke increasing as it does. The robot fires off another round at the window behind you, and the glass shatters inward, spraying you guys inside.
Oh man, I thought this was bulletproof. It was only bullet resistant.
Cookie
Uh,
returns fire.
Yes.
Yes! Return fire!
How many? I've shot 2 shots now, I
You
think.
have 18 to go.
Okay, good. Okay. That's an 8.
All right, roll cookie damage.
Cookie damage. 7.
7 points of damage. Yeah, your bullet hits it. It doesn't seem to respond too much, as it's still there on the hood. Carl, BBW.
Carl, shoot it 20 times.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking. There's only how many targets can I make out? I
So
can at
the-
least shoot at the robot
The smoking car.
You could shoot the
is
robot
there.
and the car
and the
for
car
sure.
The
itself.
robot's
Yeah.
there, and then someone's driving. So like you can see that there's like an outline of
gonna-
a figure in the driver's
Maybe like
seat.
a fire hydrant.
I'm gonna fire 4 shots. I'm gonna fire at
See
the
if you can get
robot I
somebody
can
who's
see,
littering, too.
at the driver's seat, at the passenger seat just in case, and at the front tire.
Yeah, I like this. The front part of the engine.
That-
Yeah.
Is
That's where
a
the nails are.
10 clean.
Clean. 4 shots out the back window.
And 1 damage. No, sorry, 2 damage because the energy rifle is +1.
Yeah, I mean, 2 damage causes the smoke to increase in the car, causes the windshield to shatter. You can see one of the basic sort of unarmored robots driving the car. There's a little bit of a swerve as you do that. I mean, there's no one in the passenger seat, and the bigger robot still remains standing. BBW?
BBW, take away their car's premium subscription. It'll take down their mileage.
I want to
Use your
use
tractor
my
beam on
command
the
of
car.
robots. Always like command of robots to nullify their Spotify premium, so they can't drive anymore.
So they can't use Spotify Premium anymore?
Yeah, exactly. I want to see. Do you think I'd be able to disrupt the thrusters on that car? The commander robots.
Interesting.
You should tractor beam
I think that
the
you have
floating
to-
nails.
I think I like that, but I think you have to have access to some part of the cars, like. Hmm. Yeah, you should be able to connect to it. This is all electronic. I'll say without being inside of it though, you'll have a
Uh-huh.
-1 because it's just like you're trying to force this signal through.
Okay. Let's go for it. That is a 10. Wait, plus my so that's 12, but -1, 11 still.
I think the car it's
What are you
keeping
gonna
up
do
with you
about it?
guys, losing a little bit of speed on your car as the smoke is increasing, and for a second there is a loud grinding snap in the engine as it jolts backward and forward. You get a sense that it shut down for the briefest of moments, and that locked everything in the engine
That'd go
up,
well.
and then it came back on, and that basically forced and like broke a lot of the gears and the pulleys in there, and immediately the car like jerks and then starts slowing down, but then the nose drops to the ground and the whole thing flips up behind it and on top of the robot that was on the hood as it is tumbling down the street behind you.
That's what you get for putting pulleys in your engine.
Yeah.
Yes, we've disabled the wheezits and the whatsits.
The wheezits and the whatsits. Electronics are down. And the car continues driving down the street quicker than before, and a few minutes later, safe minutes later, you pull up to the Peacock, and the bellhops here and the staff here have been informed of the problems that went on at the Grand Casino, and there are many of the bellhops out here ready to show you folks in safely. You folks get brought up the stairs and safely guided to the elevator, and we reconvene back in the room of Mr. Blood, who takes a long, deep breath, nursing a sort of a Jack and Coke, why not, and saying, Ooh, that seemed to get higher and higher attention throughout the night. I thought we were done at the casino, but seems as if we were not.
Well, did you have a good night at least?
Hmm. I don't know that it was as long and hopefully relaxing as I was expecting, but definitely was a lot of excitement, I gotta say.
Well, you took it like a champ. This isn't your first assassination attempt, is it?
It is not. It is not, no. Not the first time indeed. Yes. But I would say that all of you acted incredibly out there. According to plan. I really appreciate all your help.
Yeah, man, my body hurts.
Indeed,
Just,
indeed.
Shooting what needs shot.
Carissa says, "Yeah, I think I'm ready to turn in for the night. My body hurts as well." And she goes to leave, and he says, "Ooh, hold up. Let's make some breakfast plans real quick. Like, I think I'd like to go out to that nice fancy restaurant next door in the morning. Me and Carissa share a nice breakfast, and if you folks can act the same way you did tonight, then we should be nice and protected."
Hold on. I might have a convoluted plan in order to have a safe breakfast for everyone. I don't think it was me that originally came up with
It
this
was
plan.
Gabe, but yeah.
It was not you, but I'm excited to hear about it.
Take it away, Cookie.
Oh,
Oh.
Remember we came up with this playbook play. You know how they have the halfback and the quarterback situation.
yes,
this is
the rented
this is the
tux
breakfast
plan.
play. Yeah, this is the breakfast rented tux play.
Okay, yes, I do remember this plan. I remember you modeling your spiffy outfit for me, and we came up with this plan together.
And I'm sure I
So
will
the-
notice that next episode as well. I will make note of both of you being a part of it next episode as well.
I've always been a part of this plan.
So here's the plan. I apologize in advance, Mr. Blood, but seeing how your agenda was effectively infiltrated tonight, I don't think it is advisable to adhere to it any longer than we have to.
This is
At
I
least,
made my plan to come here this morning. Not to come to the planet, but to come. I have no agenda here.
and yet the robots arrived at the location that you planned to be at.
This is
So
fair. This is fair.
perhaps we should leave the planning to anyone else.
Well, then what do you suppose we do? I'm after a fanciful breakfast in the morning.
Mr. Blood, did you enjoy the hors d'oeuvres and various tasty things that were served while you were gambling this evening?
Oh, they were mighty fine indeed. I was smelling a slider, but I never got my hands on one. The foot drink was incredible.
Mr. Blood, would you? No, I'm not going to do that. And there's no way
Would
I
you
would
like
have.
an egg tart? No, you can't egg tart
I
him.
was like, what do I have in my pockets? It's not the slider.
What do I have in my pocket?
Let me prove to you I'm a good chef. No.
Here's this egg tart to prove I'm a good cook.
Well, see, you could feed it to him as long as you don't expose him to your pheromones. It could just be a food.
I think if he eats it without the pheromones, he becomes a chuchling. If he eats it with the pheromones, he's obedient to me.
No, it's pheromones on the if you exposed him to the pheromones. Ah, fuck, it doesn't matter. Don't feed him the egg tart.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I'd love to for what that would do to the narrative, but
It doesn't.
You'll
Bow
have to
on the
take it
play, read the maneuver.
you'll have to take it on faith that it was me in the kitchen creating those wonderful smelling sliders that I unfortunately never got the opportunity to serve to you.
Well, yeah.
I would be happy to make it up to you by making a delicious multi-course breakfast for you and whoever you would like to accompany you. But I believe that we should omit Carissa and Slippy from that list. See, you do have a reservation at the breakfast spot, and I believe that reservation should be fulfilled, and it should be fulfilled by the member of our party who is least likely to be surprised.
Oh, that's me.
and it is you, exactly. This is the Rented Tux plan.
That's right. I remember this plan that I helped come up with.
The Rented Tux plan that you helped come up with. And Carissa is going to be joining you so that you can effectively play Mr. Blood at the breakfast spot while the real Mr. Blood eats breakfast with myself and with Kaarl and BBW.
You think
Mr. Blood, how do you feel about children?
How do I feel about children? When did it?
We have in our possession a quite lovely.
Hold on.
Do you want a child, Mr. Blood?
Child.
How devious are your tastes?
We own a kid.
Are you hungry, Mr. Blood?
This wasn't what I meant.
But we went there. You know, say anything about this podcast, but we go there.
say anything you want, but we go there. Awesome.
Oh no.
Stupid. Never mind.
Well, I don't know quite where that line of questioning was going.
We have a child. Never mind.
I was gonna say if you still wanted
Hang out
company,
with the
we've got a lovely child that you could hang out with who isn't working for you.
Oh, I think I'm mostly
Will you just look after her while I cook, please?
I would like to add in at least to the plan. Maybe I get one of my suits tailored for Mr. Slippy here. I think that a rented tux, while it might be fine, definitely does not convince anyone that might be me.
I think that's a great point. And please allow me to try and adopt your physical personage as well. Observe. And Slippy's going to try and mimic Mr. Blood's stature, you know, the way he stands, the way he walks.
Perfect.
And this is probably going to be Defy Danger. I'm going to...
Charisma, it feels like as well, yeah.
Yep. 9.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's me, Mr. Blood.
I think the big difference here is that it's just like you're a lot like thinner and lankier than he is as a frog. I think he's a small portly man.
You gotta inflate the throat balloon to
Mhm.
Yeah,
move the
it
throat
takes
balloon to the
that.
And then sort of hunch. How deep can you squeeze into yourself?
Ugh.
Yep.
Ugh.
Watch.
Can you swallow your throat bag?
Yep. Watch.
What? Yeah. Watch. Oh man, that's some good audio. Perfect. Well, Mr. Blood says, well, I would prefer breakfast with my guest Carissa, but I can understand the need for safety as long as she's on board to accompany Mr. Slippy to breakfast in the morning. I think that we can have a good morning with you cooking for me. And she says, I think that Slippy and I could have a wonderful breakfast together. I look
The
forward to it.
usual.
The usual. And she exits the door. What is the usual, Slippy?
Whatever we have in the next episode.
Perfect.
Boom! Call that storytelling.
Nailed it.
All that storytelling. Fuck. Oh, perfect.
Ooh, boy.
Uh,
So
awesome.
did you get what you needed there?
Yeah. I
That
think
was way better, by the way.
Yeah, that was way better, by the way. No, that's ideal. I mean, we got the plan in place for next episode, and yeah, that is Slippy and Carissa going out to breakfast. The answer to this question is Carl. Who's gonna accompany Slippy and Carissa to? No, it's BBW. Don't listen to my first thing. Who's
Hey,
gonna?
BBW, it's not my birthday, but would you mind also coming to breakfast with us? I'm sure there's
Right.
something among the usual order that you might be interested in at least looking at.
That makes sense because
okay.
I'd like to stay here and defend.
Yeah, this building's slightly taller.
Yeah, Slippy needs a little bit of backup.
I guess I'll come along. Won't they see my
I don't want to
sis-
not be surprised whenever I see my own death.
No way, I won't surprise you with death.
Perfect.
Maybe with cake though.
I want to see it coming. BBW, if you're gonna kill me, you better come prepared.
All right, I think that about
Can you
covers what
imagine
we
so
needed.
much it feels just like a memory.
Oh shoot. I mean, there's no point in even trying to redo session end questions.
Yeah, fair.
We have the
Thanks for the
experience.
XP.
We got what we needed. Unfortunately, session end questions won't be here because that is on the lost recording. But that is at least, that puts us back exactly where we lost. I think any reference we make should be there to that moment. So, all right, let's take a quick bio break. I'm gonna get up and stretch my legs, and then we can do some more bits in modern sessions.
I don't remember where we are anymore. I was so invested.
Oh no, that's perfect. I'm gonna do. We'll do like a recap. Lots of stuff happened last episode. Things are getting intense. at this
Hyatt
station.
Cola met the skin room. That's
Yeah.
what I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
being
Oh,
last
yeah.
time.
Yeah, lots of stuff
The
happened.
skin room.
Yeah, I love the skin room. All right, I'll be right back.
It's me, the skin room man.
Hmm.
Good afternoon.
Not such a big fan of the skin room, Gabe.
I mean, I like it. Hyatt wasn't a fan. No. That sucked a
Okay.
lot for him. And the skin room told him his whole life was a lie. Like,
Yeah, what do you do with that?
Rip.
yeah, like he was shown the evidence, but also he was shown the evidence by a skin room. So
Yeah, and I don't trust the skin room as far as I can throw him.
It's like, wow, I appreciate knowing that I'm in the Matrix, but did Satan have to tell me it? Because now I feel iffy.
yeah, I feel like, is the Matrix telling me that I'm part of it? Like, what do
Can-
you do with
Can
this?
Matrix Satan lie?
It sounds like you're both bad because one of you is
Matrix?
one of you are Nazis. I don't know what you are anymore. I thought you were my coworkers, but I guess not. And the other one is a skin room. Is there a third option?
Yes, the people you're here to arrest.
Yeah, I could just kill myself.
Hyatt Cola wants to be part of a buddy cop movie. He
Don't let
wants
Slippy know
out of
that.
this whole.
Don't let Slippy know that.
He just wants to go and hang out at the bar and not have to grapple with any of this ever again. Unless someone from the invasive species shows up, and then maybe we'll dust off our knuckle dusters. But
Punch him.
other than that, he just wants to hang out and have a good time. And this is not a good time that he's having right now.
Yeah, he seems like an
Understandable.
explicitly bad time.
Which, like, I guess warranted. He's given a lot of people a bad time, but Now he realizes that was under false pretenses.
Exactly.
Karma's a bitch, ain't it?
Learned and grown.
I guess so.
Who would have guessed that Karma is a skin room?
I think its name was Creation.
Hi, I'm Creation, the skin room. One day I'll grow up into a skin building, and you'll
I
hate that.
hope you don't. I don't care if you're good or not. I don't want you to be a building.
Process has already begun.
It's true.
Just popped into my head a visualization of this skin room, and I saw that that old Garfield comic that like spawned the original horror Garfield. John, I got too hungry. I ate everything. It's just like the walls are Garfield.
Yep, that's him. That's the skin room.
That's it. That's the skin room.
The skin room's name is Garfield.
Skin of Marinky room.
Here.
Hello, Egret.
Here you go. For you.
Oh, I need to switch character sheets now.
Oh. All right, good to be back after 2 weeks since we last played this game.
In a hot minute.
A hot minute. So yeah, to talk about last episode, it felt to me as the DM like a very fast episode, and that we didn't do a lot. And then I went through the recording, and it was 3.5 hours long, and I was like, that's the normal episode. But it all happened with a finality every time, which is interesting. So we landed back on the station, and things began getting prepared for Cookie's funeral. At the end of the episode, you were told that it will be in 1 week. So we're going to be doing our station time is the idea, like what we would be doing for this week. The three of you, BBW, Carl, Slippy, you all sort of bundled up, went, and Slippy spent his load on a big gun. And
I spent all of my money on a big cannon.
And you guys went into the underlayer of the ship and one-shotted Pevins in the little den that he was beginning to build.
We introduced Chekhov's gun, and then in the next scene, we used that Chekhov's gun.
Acts go
executed.
fast in this place.
Acts go fast in this place. Yeah, and then tired from the loss of a friend and the sort of resolution of the situation, went to bed. BBW, who doesn't sleep, went to tinker with some of his devices, and that's where we sort of set in stone what his warp gate looks like, which I'm the biggest fan of, which is he has a little canister beneath him that puts out a little inflatable like disc that can teleport you between the two inflatable discs. So he can create 2 of those discs that move you between them. But he has to set them up, so, you know. And I will say that they like if you, like if you put one on your ship and you go out and you put one in the middle of a dungeon and teleport back and then you guys leave, like you could probably just make another one. It's not like that spell's useless to you now. You just get another.
Thank you for that idea.
I mean, I was trying to come up with really fun ideas for Warpgate because it's not in the spell actually reads that you can travel from one spot to another spot that you know of, and I was like, nuh-uh.
Yeah,
It's like straight up
So-
dimension door.
So it's definitely like, I wanted to come up with at least ways it could be used since I kind of nerfed it. I think teleporting is still pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fair.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge.
But yeah,
ability.
we ironed out that your warp gate looks like inflatable pads, which I think is very fun. Hyatt Cola's adventure was quite a bit different as he got
Sorry.
He went into some vents, looking for whatever was behind this door. Maybe it was the stocky legged eye stalk creatures that you saw on the imagery, the little blobs. Maybe it was, something, whatever's behind this door you needed to know. And you crawled down the vent, past the fleshy areas, and dropped down after a small encounter with some of these little legged beings, finding yourself on the other side of the blocked off door from the ship bay. Crawled through a fleshy door and into the old exploded out science bay, covered in flesh and, that's really it. Just all sort of growing out from this center point in the back of the room being a large humanoid upper torso hanging out of the wall. It showed you things on computer screens that were nerve-wracking for you.
Did not like them.
Yeah.
Sam, I am.
Yeah. And there wasn't even a
Then
huge long
you left.
conversation. You just sort of, after it showed you some of those things, you just sort of left. You were like, I have a lot to process from this brief interaction. I'm going to go.
I hated this.
And
Goodbye.
it closed the door on you and said, make sure that you don't tell the chairman of any of this, and then let you go. And that is where the episode ended, as you went to, stumble down the hallway in a little bit of shock for what's on this station. Let's start there. Where do you head? What do you do? Do you head to bed, Cola?
The chairman's office.
I head right to the chairman and I tell him everything. Help, chairman, please.
What am I gonna do? Trust Flesh Room? Come on.
Here's my question. I think I'm gonna have a lot of questions as a lie, but here's my first question.
Okay.
Is your read on Agent Cola, is he professional enough that he would have had a recorder going during this adventure? Could he listen to this conversation that he had with Creation again?
What are you doing? In the elevator? Gonna go beyond the street? I think you do.
If you mark off a bit on your adventure gear, yeah. You used it twice last session.
Yeah, how is my adventure gear
So
looking?
you should, if
Probably
you use
bad.
it this time, you'll have 2 of 5 left. I don't know how
You
many
haven't
more
even
times
gone
you'll
on an
be
adventure
using
I
it.
yet.
I'm
see.
just-
Yeah.
This is technically an adventure
I've
for
used
him
it
at the
twice.
moment. Yeah. So this
Yeah,
would just be
I'm
a third use.
I'm on mission technically, so
Yeah. This would be a third use.
it would be a third use. Brr. Okay, well then I think we're not going to do that then. I think I like those for more situational uses. But he's not headed to bed because there's too much to think about and he can't think about stuff in bed. Bed is for sleep. So he's just going to wander the streets, he's just wandering the station. And I think the spot he's going to find himself at is at Cluster's record store. We find him. I don't know what time it was when he left the vents, but we find him hours later, filthy, banging on the front door of a record store in the Market District.
It's pretty late. The light comes on in the record store, and Cluster comes to the front. He's like, "Oh, what's up, boss? What can I do for you? You okay?"
Cluster, I need the evidence.
Why don't you don't you come on in here? Let's chat inside.
Yes. Oh, come in and get the evidence. I need to see it and
Yeah.
look at it.
He puts you. He gives you a chair, and he's like, what evidence? What are we looking for here, boss? I'm on board. I'm just looking for. We have so much back
I
here.
need
It's like all of it.
the footage of Pevins, of the cooks, of the party eliminating Pevins.
Okay. Yeah, give me just a second. And he brings you out a file. It has a few pictures in it. It's of Pevins. It's of like the times Pevins, the time was when Pevins was escaping into this area. And then he has the pictures of them going in and coming out, Slippy being covered in sort of this discoloration, but they're
Viscous fluid.
like, he's like, we don't, the cameras aren't up and running back there yet. Yeah, boss, I haven't gone to check it out myself because I'm not sure what's back there. You know me, I'm not a fighter.
Understood. That I get it. We'll get the report from the techs when they go through, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely,
You went through
boss.
protocol. You alerted Rake to the possible situation so that he'll have people sent back there for it.
So you're the only one I'm reporting to on this one, boss. Yeah, that was I don't. We're here investigating them. Technically, I'm not reporting to anyone here on the station.
Understood. Well, then keep the even keel on it, I guess.
I'll let you know if I see anyone else coming and going, or when they do begin their
monitor the feeds. Let me know so that I can keep on top of everything. Lots of pots boiling here. Much more going on than we initially thought. I've got to do more digging. I might need a shower first. He looks down at himself and he's filthy.
He's like, you wanna shower back in the pot?
No time for that. And he
Respect
downloads
it.
all of the evidence to his like wrist communicator, and out he goes back into the night.
Jump cut to Slippy.
at-
Slippy is in the shower eating a bag of crisps.
Yeah. That's
Back to you.
Well, no,
wet
so yeah.
crisps.
This was actually around the time of night that you guys were actually in bed. Maybe Slippy's taking a late night shower, we can say. But
I just wanted you to know that Slippy was clean and he's having chips.
Okay.
Two things that you've just denied yourself.
Okay.
Wet chips.
That's how he likes them. He's an amphibian.
He comes from an
Nasty.
over 100% humidity planet. Everything's wet there.
That's not an excuse.
Same. So you folks are resting up in your area, BBW. You've just returned to the living quarters for the evening. What is night like for BBW? When your crew is asleep and you've done your work, what do you do?
So excited.
What does CBW do? Aside from tinkering with their machines that have broken and stuff, I think they're on the web.
Just like learning,
surfing
or
the
just
web.
like scrolling TikTok, space TikTok.
Oh no, he's on Reddit.
I think definitely scrolling through like short videos and stuff, but nothing that's like woke or anything like new. It's a bunch of old stuff, if that makes sense.
All
Like,
the old nostalgic footage. Are we talking like old footage, like found footage on different worlds that you've been to?
Oh yeah, for sure. And he's also trying to like learn from it, but he's not learning much.
Yeah, sure. I enjoy this. You are doing this. You're sitting in your living quarters. I mean, the lights are probably out right now. You hear a noise. a little thump, and the sound of a scuttling near the little doorway that leads back into the sleeping quarters where everyone is sleeping. What do you do?
That sounds spooky. Well, maybe it's something that's lost. BBW's gonna go. He's gonna walk after it, wherever the noise came from.
Yeah. You look up, you shine your flashlight on and through the door and go up to the door to the sleeping quarters and shine it around, and you don't quite see anything on the surface. Give me a discern realities.
Do it. That's a 4.
Yes.
Yes.
We'll mark
We're all gonna
experience.
die.
That's important. You're peeking around the room. You can't find a source of this this noise, this little thump, and this scuttle. The only thing that you find is you see Slippy's little sleeping pod. His bag is open and on the floor. The contents sort of spilled out. And as you notice this, you hear the sound of the front door of your whole like living quarters area open. And a few seconds go by, you peek back out and you see the door just closing, but no one is there.
Did I see anybody walk out or anything?
No.
Wow.
Ghost.
BBW is definitely one who will never mistrust people's intentions, almost never. So he's gonna think that it's the door just being silly. He's gonna use his command of robot, his command of robots. He's like, stop doing that. Work normally.
It sends you a log back. That it is working.
I
Normally.
am.
It's working normally. Let me roll another.
You can.
discern
You can.
realities.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Let's see, it's a 9.
Okay, so ask
So-
one of those questions.
To the door.
What here is not what it appears to be.
You peer out of the doorway, and down the hall one way and see nothing, and down the long hall the other way, and you catch a glimpse of a small, pink, fleshy creature. Your beam of light hits it just as it rolls around the corner. It's small. It doesn't really come up like above a human's shins. It has, bulbous, fleshy legs that come out of the bottom that support this eye stalk on top. And it is running down. It is like scuttling down the floor, and holding above it with these weird fleshy appendages. The eye of the pharaoh that you recall that you folks had picked up from Opulence. The thing that got Cookie killed, in fact, as it
Yep.
rolls around the corner and out of sight.
Better go get it.
Uh-huh.
Is your Pharaoh's eye running?
Oh god. Let me run after that thing. Scuttle, scuttle.
BBW takes off down the hallway after
A
it.
scuttle off. Let's
Cola,
go.
where do you head
Oh.
next?
Who,
Hi,
me?
Cola.
Oh, I was like, huh?
Oh, me?
Yeah, where do you head next after you leave Cluster's record shop?
I'm headed to the I'm headed to the squad's living quarters.
What incredible timing. Like a revolving door here. As BBW jets around the corner, you jet around the corner, or you just like come, walking around the corner at the other side of the hallway and wander up to the living quarters.
Do I see this skittering thing?
No, I'm saying like so BBW took off after it and went around the corner at the other end of the hallway, basically.
I see.
Like a
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
perfectly revolving door to rotate the scenes out.
Just miss each other. All right.
Just BBW, yeah. And you approach
Well-
the door that the crew, Cookie's old crew, lives in.
Actually, first, somewhere along the way, I want to clean myself up, just like with a hose.
Somewhere
Um,
along the way.
Yeah, between the record shop and the living
A
quarters.
pool of stagnant water hanging out in the hallway.
Yeah, I just sort of want to
Cool, a
realize
bucket.
that I'm really quite dirty and covered in bodily fluid, room fluid. I don't know. And clean some of that off of myself with like a hose or something.
Yeah, I
Someone's
mean the
koi
skin
pond?
didn't really like the fleshy substance didn't really leave a residue on you. The only thing you really dirty from is the punch to you punched one of the fleshy things as it jumped
Yeah,
at you.
I exploded one of
to a
those
wall,
dudes all
yeah,
over
yeah,
myself,
yeah.
and
So
also
that's
was
blood.
crawling through a vent for a good while.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. You get the most of the gross off you before you have arrived at the crew quarters. Not stopping for a shower.
No,
No,
stopping for
no.
a shower.
But
Just
stopping for a
just
bucket.
stopping for a bucket from a koi pond.
Space koi pond.
Just gonna show up at the door and pound on it.
Carl, Slippy, you're pulled.
So Slippy is not surprised. So
Yeah, you're pulled from sleep. You're not
Carl's like,
surprised in
"What?"
combat, not just by anything ever.
Excuse me, that's not what this says. This just says you are never caught by surprise.
Okay.
You
Got him.
get the divorce papers show up, and you're like, "I've seen this coming for months, honey."
I mean, how
I
do you
am
think it ended with
never
Carissa?
Not after that.
You think he was surprised?
He was then, but that's what he
Definitely not.
learned it. That's where he learned to not
The
be
one
surprised.
time.
So yeah, Slippy puts on his robe and goes to the door. And I leave the chain into the quarters, so I open it. Hello?
On the other side of the door is Hyatt Cola.
You smell like shit. I don't mind it. I'm a toad person. Hello. I love the smell of ponds. Why do you smell like a pond?
Irrelevant.
Okay.
I think Hyatt doesn't know how to have an interaction that doesn't involve being terrible. So he's trying his best, but I think he's going to default to open up in the name of the law, and he's going to flash his badge.
What does your badge say again?
Invasive species reconstitution and disposal squad.
Okay. So he says, yeah, okay. Hold on. Can I get some pants on, or do you want me to stay out of my pants?
Your pants are not necessary for the conversation that is required.
Okay.
If it
Is
helps
it-
you, I can take mine off too.
Oh,
What?
you know, honestly,
Does
I'm
that
not
help
against
you?
it. I'm not against it. Yeah, come on in. And
Leave your pants at the door.
Slippy closes the door, undoes the latch, and then lets you in. And Slippy goes and sits down at the table in the common area, and Slippy says, "Well."
Hyatt Cola checks his pockets to see if there's anything important in there.
Carl, you're just on the other side of the wall. You can overhear all of this for sure.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, Slippy's
Yeah.
been loud. Slippy's not quiet.
Hyatt Cola doesn't know how to be quiet.
Great, 2 loud boys. Got it.
Two loud boys speaking from their diaphragms. Hyatt Cola double checks to make sure there's nothing essential in his pants pockets and does leave them at the door. He he comes into the living room and he looks at the seat and then he doesn't sit. And also, actually, it's time to answer some questions. It's the first time that we've met each other. It's time to do the thing that we do.
Yeah, Gabe has the thing that he does. Inquisitive eyes.
Man, I'm gonna have to actually think of responses for these questions because everything has changed now.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped those questions in the chat at one point. I think okay, they are still there. In the live chat.
Oh, of this Discord. Okay, yeah.
Of this Discord, yeah.
Fun times.
Okay,
chat.
and I ask my question first.
No. Yes. Open chat. Nice. Okay.
Okay, my question
is for
for
Slippy.
Slippy is this is for Slippy. Each time I meet one of you, we'll have to do this again. What are your present intentions?
Currently,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try to go back to sleep, man. You just woke me up.
Valid.
Fucking gotcha.
Yeah, you
no,
get to
that's-
ask him one.
Sure. Now you get to ask you one.
What do you not want me to know?
That's a much better question.
I'm Nocturnal. I'm gonna turn this shit around on you. Turn the tables on you.
That's hard because like
If you had asked me this question, I would have said, I've got the hand cannon underneath my robe. Is that a hand cannon in your robe, or are you just happy to see me?
Oh,
I had assumed you're happy to see him. Okay, here's what it is. Yeah, easy. Okay. Hyatt doesn't want you to know how deeply like shaken he is. Like this man is a professional, but he is also in this moment spooked.
Hey, buddy. I noticed that you didn't really have any complaints about leaving your pants at the door. That's a little weird. Are you good? What's your it's like midnight. What are you doing?
No one's
What's
ever
going on?
left their pants at the door when I've done this bit with them, so this is strange for me.
No one's ever yes-anded me so hard. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Rake does it now, but not before.
It took
Had to warm
two non-canon episodes for me and Captain Rake to become close. So what's going on here?
No.
Yes. No?
No.
yes.
No. I
Perhaps.
want to ask I am
I am here to ask the questions. I'm a big fan.
Yep. That's exactly the energy.
Well,
This is not how things are supposed to go. I am supposed to be the one asking the questions.
I've just got an inquisitive mind. You know, I went to college. My old on again, off again, currently off ex-girlfriend Carissa. She used to always say, "Slippy, you ask the most interesting questions."
I'm sure that she did during your one shared class in her major.
Philosophy.
I
I failed that class.
You did. You got a 39%.
I think you're right. So what can I help? Officer, can I call you officer?
agent.
Okay, officer, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about this? And he, from his wrist communicator, shows the evidence, the pictures of the squad going into and out of the room, being covered with Pevins in the after picture.
Yeah, so we had heard that there was sort of like some kind of scuffle back there. And we honestly, we were kind of curious. We hadn't been at the station in a while, and we didn't really have the full details of what was going on back there. It wasn't good. We didn't like what we saw. I got really wet. And then we came back, went to sleep. I took a shower. It was good. You might think about that. Think about showers every once in a while. I'm an amphibian. I like to be wet. So I mean, teach their own.
Cola takes a moment to consider this.
Do you want me to defy danger? I am lying to you.
You are. Do I have a thing for
have a
that?
lie
Oh, I do
detector.
have a thing for.
I was like, is he
and
gonna
this
use the lie detector?
this is absolutely the moment where I would use the lie
I
detector.
also rolled
Yeah.
a 2, so
Do I need to use the lie detector? If he's
no,
clearly
not
lying.
on this one. He is clearly lying. And in fact, because he literally the shower to rest right now was to rest off of that. There's still a little chunk of Pevins in his hair. Nope, he's a frog.
haha.
I don't know, man. No Pevins on him, but
You smell it though.
he smells like Pevins.
Yeah. I think.
And my cheeks are wet, not from the water.
I'm gonna turn and grab someone's shoes. Hopefully, Slippy's shoes that are covered in Pevins.
Yeah.
Be like, is this the wet that you meant?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yeah, I put one of the shoes into a bag.
Hey, you at least keep the set together. They miss each other.
It's not protocol, Mr. Tombleson.
Hey, can I get your badge number? Because you left your pants outside my house, and I found it weird now.
I found it weird as of now.
Oh, now it's weird. Irrelevant, Mr. Tombleson.
Okay.
Just like a cop.
Leaves his pants at the door.
Doesn't tell
Won't
you why.
explain why. Except it's because you asked him to. Mr. Tombleson, can you assemble your team in this room for me, please?
I mean, I could go and sure. And Slippy gets up and he goes and goes into the other room with Arl. And Slippy says, "Hey, do we need to ice this guy? What do you think? Should we make Gabe roll up another character? What do you think?"
Do it. I'm gonna take one of you with me.
I'll keep my gun. I'll keep my safety off just in case. That's the safest way to go around, I think. That's what they say.
It's safety. It means it's safe for other people when it's on.
No.
Great. And then I don't see BBW.
No,
And that's
yeah,
all
yeah.
that I have as far as
So
my team
as you're
now,
talking to Carl, BBW, you've come around this corner. You're moving down the hallway rather quickly. It's just staying ahead of you, like right around the corners, and it leads you through the station. And you enter into the you enter into the ship bay. It's dark in here. Everyone is asleep. You have full run of the station, but everyone is asleep, and you hear as you enter and see there is a door on the other side of the room that has been sort of covered up by boxes. There are, rows of boxes kind of in front of this door. And you can see just little bits of the door beyond those boxes, and you see it actually closing beyond those boxes as you enter the room. You can hear it like the air hissing out as it is closing. So you know that door was just used. And that's weird to you because of all the times you've been on this station, that door is you know that about the old like lab explosion and how it shut down the old lab and shut down part of the station. That is the old lab door. You would know that at least.
I'm gonna switch on my comms, and if anybody can hear me, my precept 1, I'm currently in pursuit of something that needs a birthday cake, but I'm pretty sure it does not need a birthday cake. It just took the Pharaoh's Eye. Is anybody awake? I want to say
Everybody's
this.
awake.
I
Slippy
love
calls into the comms from the other room, and Slippy says, "You got to say over when you're done talking.
Over.
Otherwise, I don't know if you're done talking. Over."
BBW speaks.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they're
awake.
like,
But I'm
over.
pretty sure we're going to jail.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Hold on. That's not when I left. When I left, everyone was asleep.
Yeah, but now the police are here.
The
We got
police.
This is my. They said this is my one phone call.
Take them with you. By any
Take
means, there's
them
something.
with you.
We're gonna need the cops too. They stole the Pharaoh's Eye.
Who did?
I
Over.
don't know. Some pink thing.
A
I can't
pink thing.
It's small, it's grubby, and I'm in hot pursuit. I need help.
Slippy says, "Understood. I'll let the officer know. I'm sure he'll be very understanding about the situation."
Tell them to special cake. I'm sure they'll get them in. Anyway, over.
Over and out. Slippy comes back with Carl into the main
Well, hold
room.
on. I want to see what BBW does first.
Yes.
Do you want to wait there, BBW, for your crew, or do you want to continue on chasing it?
I'm gonna continue on
Yes.
with my light ahead of me.
I love this. I love this. As you
Hot
approach,
pursuit.
I mean, you approach the door. It remains closed, which is not like the fact that it was closing in the first place was new to you. The fact that it doesn't work is not new to you. Like you approaching this door, it has never opened in all the time you've been on the station. Yes. So, what do you want to do about it? You know that it. Yeah, I think in your knowledge you would know that it just is. It doesn't have power to it. They've powered it down.
What
Since
will you
then.
do, Robot Man?
So something's giving it brief power, is that right?
Sounds like it.
Okay. Then what was it? What was it? Okay. Gonna use my through the level operation locate object.
The
And this is
Pharaoh's
gonna
Eye.
I could use it on the Pharaoh's Eye, but I want to know where this door is operating from. So the object type of object. So can I name like a power source for the door?
That
Is that
feels
specific?
that feels like a good that feels like some ingenuity in the usage of the move. I like it.
button.
You know, yeah, I mean this door's energy source is interesting for sure. This door's
We-
energy source. Oh yeah, do your to use machines to do locate object.
9.
9.
Okay. Operation runs when one of the following happens. Unwelcome attention, scrambles my machines, or it's drained of power. I mean, it's late night. I imagine maybe it drains my power or something for that machine.
You use locate object. You're scanning the various systems in the station around this door, finding where it connects back to, and you find a little module in the runnings of the wires where you know that it does connect back to. And I'll say that you can even see evidence of it being very often switched on and off. Usually these modules would want to stay on so that the door is on, but being switched on and off as much as it has caused some damage back here. But I'll say that right as you see that, I mean, all you've done is find it. You know where the energy is. There's not much you could do about that, but you know where it is in this wiring system at the moment. But all of a sudden, the door opens up. It hisses, and the doors slide into themselves, and there's a you can see kind of through these boxes that are still in the way, just a dark hallway, a little bit of this weird pink substance on the ceiling and floors.
Oh,
Yum.
Is this food? Should I try to eat this?
is this food? This is not what I wrote down the definition of food is. Goodness. So this whole hallway is just covered in this pink stuff.
Yeah, from what you can see from out here,
Oh.
yeah.
See,
It's the Pepto-Bismol hallway.
Pepto-Bismol.
this is gross. BBW is gonna sit here and wait for more help to arrive.
All
Never
right.
coming.
All right.
It's already been like maybe like a minute since you last called.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so how's that? Are the cops coming? Are you
I
guys
haven't
coming?
walked out of the room yet.
Perfect.
Hold
No,
on.
no. Yeah, we'll get to that call into this conversation in just a second. Slippy Carl BBW has just hung up, asking for you to tell the cop what's up.
All right, let's not ice him yet. We might need his help. And Slippy comes out with
Safety on.
Carl. And Slippy says, "Hey, so you know how you said you wanted me to assemble my crew?
Yes.
We actually need to go to them. We actually have say, do you know about little pink things? Little pink guys that run around? Steal things?
Do I have pictures of these? Do I still have the evidence from Rick?
Yes, and that like what Slippy has just said checks all of the boxes that you know about these things.
Pink,
Okay,
little,
okay.
runs around.
I
Things.
press another button on my wrist thing and pop up an image
Yeah,
from Rake's yarn wall.
It's a static
These?
image, and it's the pink, knobbly 3-leg thing that I talked about. But what it's carrying is a blue, just sort of shimmering opalescent stone. Yeah.
These?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see it. It was our third crewmate that apparently it stole something from us while we were asleep, like moments ago. I can't
And
believe
you're
you
already
didn't see it.
involved.
I think
Quick,
you
there's
already
no
thought
time
we
to
were already
lose.
involved. Okay, let's go.
You're even more involved than you once were.
And I have my boot back.
Prepare your minds. I needed your help with this exact thing, but
Okay.
it seems we've jumped the gun. So now you need my help. Let's go.
Can I have my boot back?
No,
Okay.
No.
So he puts on one
it's
boot.
evidence.
So Slippy's gonna go bathrobe, one boot, and hand cannon.
There's no time for my pants either. And
Slippy
also,
puts on your pants.
they do not fit at all. They are both too long and too broad.
Perfect. Slippy's
They do come with a
one hand
belt.
holding the pants up. No, Slippy's not using the belt. Slippy's got one hand holding the pants up, and he's got the gun in his other hand.
That's
In a
amazing.
robe.
Yep.
The squad is coming for you, BBW. Also, Carl, what secret pain do you carry with you?
Oh, also, while we're heading out,
Even besides the pain of being an octopus,
that's a pleasure.
Savage. Coming from a robot.
It hurts a little bit to breathe forever because I'm an octopus.
It's a secret
Whoa.
pain that he carries with him, that he's just always in pain.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
It
you're
just
going
always
with?
hurts.
You're going with that? It always hurts to be an octopus?
Yeah, honestly,
Outside
yeah.
of water.
I think that's Arl is an open
No, just
book of
always.
stupidity.
Okay, okay.
Even in water, it hurts to breathe.
Good
You
to know.
get to ask Hyatt Cola one of those questions from his list as well, which is in
Yeah,
the live chat.
get him with a good one.
What do you want from me?
What do you want from me?
I want your help.
Damn,
Okay.
he got us.
That
Yeah, I mean
falls within my morals.
he got it hurts to be an octopus, so that felt like along the same lines.
I got no complaints.
No,
Other than
Me
it
neither.
hurts.
BBW.
I can't argue with that. Your
About-
secret pain is that it hurts to be an octopus.
Oh, as you folks are all geared up, running towards the door, BBW's call comes through.
Oh yeah, I'm all geared up.
And
so how's that?
As geared as I
How's
can
that help
get.
coming? Are the cops coming?
Yeah,
Are
we've
you
got
guys
one
coming?
cop
We're
over.
we're kind of cops, right? At this point,
Are we deputies now?
Oh wait, we are.
can you
No.
deputize us, Agent?
No.
I didn't say will you. I was just asking, can you?
Is that
Oh. It's a
matter
within
of
your power?
Authority.
Well, then yes, but I won't.
He said he would.
Damn.
He said yes.
We're all deputies now. Is that what I'm hearing?
I
Deputy
can
That's what I
Cluster.
heard. Yes, you're correct, BBW.
Deputy BBW, this is Deputy Slippy.
Oh,
We're on our way. Over.
okay.
Deputy
I
Cluster.
boss.
Cola's calling Cluster. I need you to real quick locate robot designation BBW.
Is that another deputy? Tell him I said hello.
Oh, big Bud Wallace. Big.
That's the one.
Yeah,
that one.
Crew
Yep.
member Wallace.
locate him and give us a trace to his location.
Looks like he's in the ship bay, boss.
All right, we're on our way.
Over.
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 You're not gonna arrest Wallace, are you?
Not unless I have to.
Wait,
I
why
was
am I
looking to
being
make sure I'm
what?
not narking. I've heard narking is bad.
You folks run to the ship bay. BBW, you see the three of them enter into the bay. You guys see BBW. BBW, as right before they enter into the bay, that door shuts behind you. And then they enter into the bay, and you guys meet up for the first time. BBW, give me a spout lore roll. I know that you're not looking for it, but I want you to give it to me anyway. As you
Okay.
see this cop
Give
for
it
the
to me,
first
baby.
time.
Oh my god, okay. I was gonna say if it's against the door. Got something that. Oh, that is 12.
I
So
couldn't
on
I couldn't
that-
be happier about that. Gabe, can you hear?
I can now.
You can.
What's up?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that you could hear this as well. I would also actually like you, Hyatt Cola, give me a spout lore roll as well. I want both of you to give it.
Have you guys met before? That'd be sick.
That would be interesting. Let's see. Okay.
Kinda sussy.
Spout lore on my own life.
Okay.
What'd you get?
11.
Oh, that's perfect. Both of you succeeded. Yeah, the moment that you guys meet eye contact, BBW.
All in love.
We'll start with Cola. Cola, this is a robot you've recognized in a mission not too long ago, about 6-8 months ago. You were dealing with some you needed to do an infiltration into a wealthy folks party, and you needed to cause a distraction at some point because you were about to get burnt, and so you worked You
Oh,
use
no.
a local robot to cause such a distraction. And BBW, as you see Hayat Cola, that memory replays in your head of Hayat Cola handing you a cupcake at this party. And then your memories are coming in and out where you haven't had them of you partying in a way that you do not party. You're like, it's like a sort of like the stereotypical like drunk white girl at a party, right? You're like going wild. You're standing on tables. You're like breaking things. You are partying rather than throwing a party, right? You're always the
Party.
one to host parties. Like that's what you're built for, is to like party for other people. But this is
Give us more
you
reasons to hate the
partying,
cop.
and that definitely distracts the party. Your memory is skipping in and out, and for the rest of that evening, like you get thrown out into the dump, and you're actually there for about a week before you turn back on and come join the station. And Cola, you remember the same thing. You have used this robot to infiltrate that wealthy person's house. But you folks have met up for the first time, and also Cola has a meet and greet question as well.
Oh, you.
Were you not wearing pants at the party? So why you
Wait,
wait.
classified.
Canonically, you didn't put your pants back on. I thought this
No,
was all
Slip-
haha
Mm.
jokes.
Nope,
The haha joke was that Slippy put my pants back on.
that's not a haha joke. That's actual. That's reality.
I
We're living in that reality, baby.
hate this. Okay. Yeah.
No time for pants. Gotta run.
No time for hating it.
What's your question
But
for
I had time for
BBW?
pants.
As your, I'll say that. I mean, you've met him before, but we'll say you both told the truth then too.
You smell different than I remember.
Okay. What do you want from me?
That's not his character asking you. That's his special question.
Yeah.
You smell different. What do you want from me? Oh.
I think BBW wants information more about what happened that night, because he can barely remember, and he may also want another cupcake.
Where did you
Another
get those
what?
cupcakes? Those were fucking
Ah.
fire.
Those were gas.
I see. Okay. He wants a party cake.
That cupcake ruined my life, but I want another one.
It was just the situation that ruined it. It wasn't the cupcake. The cupcake in another spot might have been a great time, maybe. All right.
Way to find out.
Good to know. What's your question for me, BBW?
Let's see. What are your present intentions?
My present intentions are to recruit you to my side and catch this goober.
You
That's
know
what
if
called?
the goober.
I know that goober.
They're called goobers.
They are now. Got to catch the goobers. They've
catch
stolen
goobers.
our
What's it? And Woozles.
thing. Our what's it?
So
You don't know what they
after
stole.
our
I
inquisitive
I don't know.
eyes-
They know that they've got something.
Yep. Yep.
You know, the last time I saw you, you smelled better and you had pants on. Do your pants make you smell good?
Slippy says, I can confirm that they do not.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I have spent most of this day in the ventilation system. Excuse my odor. It is not important.
I think that's a biological hazard. You should stay out of that.
You know, I can't argue with you. But which way did it go? Where's the goober?
It went in there. I'm pointing at the door behind me that's closed.
That's the door that
Uh,
you came out of, Cola.
Out goes the door and he says, "Open this door."
Well, it has no power.
Irrelevant. Open the door. You know who I'm talking to.
I don't want to know. Yeah, the door opens up. A cool breeze. No, a warm, sticky breeze comes out. It hits you
Yeah.
guys. Cool breeze. Nah.
I choose
It
to turn
smells
off
just
my cell
like
sensors.
me.
Wait,
Um,
why do you smell like that?
you'll find out.
I put your pants on the floor.
Take them off and leave
Valid.
them where I was.
Okay, I'm part machine a little bit.
You have mechanical enhancements, yeah.
Yeah, I've got some mechanical bits. Would I be able to like memory dump into BBW? Like, could I just like dump my feed of the last couple hours into
Please
him to
do
like
not take a dump in BBW.
When I was at the Pleasure Tower, that was my least pleasurable experience there. Um,
Ayo.
I mean,
Not
I think
me, I had a
you can
great time.
tell him about it, right? I don't think that you're not like a robot. I think like
I'm
you
not,
have
I'm
mechanical
not.
enhancements.
This no is definitely I'm fishing. I'm fishing for what I can get here.
I don't think so. I
and
think
if it's a no,
we can even just say like I tell them about what happened. Like we don't have to revisit all that because that was also a different episode where the details of
That's
what
no
happened.
fun.
Okay, you can stumble through it. I love it.
Gots to give it a shot. Okay, gang. Circle up.
The door starts lazily closing.
Sounds good, gang. Let's circle up.
I stand in the doorway.
Slippy off as
Circle
a
up
different circle.
on me.
It stops on your
Move
foot.
our circle slightly.
And like Weekly is tapping your foot.
Cool.
I don't think the door likes you.
It has mixed feelings about me, that's for certain.
And it sighs and slowly opens back up.
That's right, door. So there's a flesh monster. Yep. It's in this ship. It's been here a while.
Slippy says, "Is that where that 40% of the power was going to?"
Absolutely. Yes, it was the monster had it. The monster had the power, and it still has the power. It's in our networks. It's watching us right now. I can't tell the chief about it, but I don't want to anymore. I just want to tell you guys. You guys are the people I want to tell about this monster.
I wish that wasn't the case.
Why?
You know, you were so brave taking out your own friend, and so you inspired me to tell you about this. Anyways, that's what's down there, and it took your what?
It took our eye.
Took
our eye.
Yeah, one of my spare eyes. I have a fake one.
Oh,
yes, spare eyes.
Yeah,
anymore.
I did have.
Okay, well, it can't be up to any good with anything it's taking. So, will you assist me in getting back your property?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hell yeah.
We could at least agree on that much.
Agreed. Questions, comments, concerns?
Nope.
Excellent. And Cola runs down the flesh hallway.
Slippy follows, but not runs.
Yeah, I mean, you folks all find yourselves at the end of the flesh hallway, in front of another set of these doors, but the flesh growing out of them is just so much that the doors are seemingly stuck shut, about half open, and you'll have to squeeze through a little tunnel to get through. And the four of you.
I do.
Do squeeze through the flesh tunnel. and find
I do so
yourself
very easily.
in a wide, tall room. It's barren, save all of the flesh growing on the floors and the walls. There are TV screens sticking out of the flesh in various spaces, and most of which are centered around the end of the room on the opposite side of the door you've entered from. All these TV screens sort of situated around the upper torso of a humanoid being. It is human shaped, but double in all proportions. Coming out of this wall, it is actually, as the four of you enter the room, unlike it was the first time when Cola entered, where it was slumped over, it is basically standing erect. These computer screens are facing towards it as you enter the room, and they all as you do, they all flash outward towards you folks, and you can see the images quickly change on all of them to different images of you folks from around the room. And it says, "This is much quicker than expected, your return, Agent Cola."
100% agree. I did not think that I was going to be back here again tonight.
Have you
Slippy says, "Wait, you're working with this
I thought he
Cola?"
was a deputy.
have you
This is not my deputy.
already
This is your
had
deputy.
have you already had time to think over the things I've shown you?
Not one bit. Things keep happening.
Has this guy even been deputized? Come on.
It's only been like 2 hours.
Who is this guy?
Why have
is he
you
in the
returned
room?
with these 3 crewmates?
Because you are a thief.
I
Don't
just-
act like you don't know of which I speak.
I
Thief.
Yeah, you took the 44% of the ship's power, haven't you?
That's not.
You speak of the
Yep.
power out in the station for the last decade? I
No.
am not the one who took the power. I'm the one who kept the 60% on as the 40% decayed.
Oh,
Well, thanks for that.
Well, thank you.
That was really cool of you.
Why'd you steal their eye? Creation.
yeah, why'd
That's
you
his-
steal
that's
my
his
eye?
name.
Well,
By the way, that's the name.
as
Is
Whisper,
far
whisper.
as
creation?
missions
Yeah, you know
go,
my clinical.
when a mission is given and succeeded, you usually
Oh, was it you that gave us that mission?
turn in the mission rewards, yes. So you return safely with the eye I requested, and
Oh,
Do they get a reward?
that's a great
Not much of a
question,
mission
Cola.
if we don't get a reward.
Shh, Cola, you weren't part of this mission, though.
I've kept
We'll get a
Cole's
reward.
all about rules.
I've kept many lives going here on this station, and every now and then I need a little bit of specificity to help spread my knowledge. This one specifically is to help aid with the warping of the station once again.
Mm,
And all of the computer screens flash to an image that Cola has seen but is new for all of you, and that is a sort of schematic, an electronic schematic of the station. And you see where you are, there's you can see the like pink in all of this room, and you can see it almost like veins moving through the station down and intermingling into the warp drive. And it says, "Without the tech in this eye, activating the warp drive would have simply eliminated me."
oh, what a shame that would have been.
Is there a problem with me having kept the people on this station alive for so long? Agent
No,
Tombo?
I love it.
Ceiling. You don't like me.
No, I love it. I just don't know why I'm here at midnight with no pants on.
I will be honest. I do not either.
Oh no.
I do. Yeah.
BBW, can you do anything with machines in here?
There are
Not sure, like,
machines.
there are definitely machines.
Yeah.
I've detected them.
Machines detected.
What's something you're thinking I could do?
I I really don't know.
He was just hoping there was an easy answer in there.
I shoot Cola.
I mean, really anything like.
Like what kind of what are
I
you
mean-
looking to
I mean, full
happen?
disclosure, at this point, I don't know how Cola can insert himself into the situation because, like, the main issue seems to be that creation hasn't given you guys anything in exchange for the Pharaoh's Eye that it just stole.
That's the issue.
Yeah, it seems to be. I mean, I have many more issues, but I don't really want to address them right here, right now, 2 hours after I ran away from this very room, trying to figure out what to do.
If
Slippy says you can keep it.
Well, I thought we needed it,
typically
but if it's maybe we needed it for this.
I'm not gonna argue with him.
this typically there will be a reward showing up for your crew in a short amount of time. It requires time to attain assets from the home station, but rest assured, having returned with one, there will be a reward. But alas, if that's what you've come to ask at midnight, I don't quite know what we're doing here, Cola.
Yeah, Cola. I'm with this guy now.
You know, I may have jumped the gun a little bit here. I thought that you were stealing from them, and so I dropped everything, including my pants,
Really?
to come and put a stop to it. But it seems like it's all as above board as it can be, I guess. And Cola wants to discern realities on this on creation. Discern realities is wisdom, and does Cola have good wisdom? No.
Ooh.
Cola has better intelligence.
Yeah, Cola's a smart boy, not a wise boy, and Cola rolled a 4. So he is going to mark experience, but he does get to ask one of his insightful eyeball questions. And we're going to ask, how are you most vulnerable? And then we're going to try and get right out of here.
I don't know that there's
I
new
hope he says
information
hand cannon.
to give. I think the warp engine is how he's most vulnerable. He has the Pharaoh's Eye, but he has to do some work with the Pharaoh's Eye to make what he said true. So the warp engine is how he's most vulnerable for sure. But I'll say that all you know about the situation is that is exactly what he's told you. So yes, what makes him most vulnerable is currently the warp engine, because he said that would basically kill him. It would have killed him had the warp engine been used.
Hey, Cola. Can we sidebar here for a second?
Yeah, let's huddle.
Hey, are you good at telling if people are lying or not?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask him a question. You tell me if he's lying, okay?
I can do that.
Okay. All right. After that, we should probably leave because it looks like he's getting. I don't know. He doesn't have much of expression, but he doesn't look like he's not on edge.
I'll be honest right now. I've wanted to leave since I came in this room. So
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do a quick question and then we'll
Returning
leave.
a
Sound
second
good?
time was a weird
yes, that
choice.
sounds really good.
Okay. Slippy turns around. And he says, "So creation.
Yes,
That's not my
listen.
voice. So creation. If that is your real name. Are you evil?"
An intriguing question. I find myself stuck at a point of survival where morality is not really on my plate. I want to live, and I want the people aboard this station to live.
Okay.
But
I like that much.
perfect. Then
Okay. And then Slippy looks at Cola.
Cola rolled a 4.
On what?
On used machines, on
Lie detector.
using his lie detector. So he just gives like a weak thumbs up.
Yeah, the lie detector
he's-
fizzles out in your ear.
He's not gonna let that on, but he is gonna give like a
Carl,
Okay,
BBW,
yeah.
do you two have
Slippy
anything
shrugs.
in this situation, in this flesh room? Even
So
if
we
Cole was like
give you the
trying to
Pharaoh's
motion
eye.
everyone towards the door.
Yeah, Slippy's also going like.
yes,
We give you the Pharaoh's eye. We get paid. But can you guarantee me something? Can you guarantee me a cake? It's been a while since I had good cake, and I really want to know what you can come up with.
you would like to
You
be
call yourself creation. Why don't you create a cake?
you would like to be rewarded in cake.
A piece of cake
And-
to create a pretty cake.
And money. I need
And
money.
money.
To
I'll see what I can do, Agent Wallace.
I think we can trust this guy. Maybe he
Seems
also,
legit.
he also wants to waddle towards the exit.
All right.
Anything from
Bye.
Carl?
Carl just never left the doorway.
The
it's-
doorway.
If the door shut, he was standing next to it.
Yeah, I mean, as the door, as the crew turns around and Carl's like, "Whoo, we can finally leave," and goes to go towards the exit tightens and closes, and from behind you, I guess it's all the voices from all around you, pretty much, but you hear Creation say, "There is much that I can show you, folks, if you're interested."
I've seen so many things recently. I really think I should process that to truly appreciate what you have to offer.
Give me a defy danger.
Slippy's shaking his head.
Let's call it.
I rolled 8 anyway.
Call it an 8.
What would you think it would be? Would be for like
Wisdom.
let's say dexterity, because you're. Yeah, let's say wisdom for processing info quickly.
Wisdom. That makes it a 9.
Makes it a 9. You, as you turn to Creation to say this, one of the screens next to Creation's head flashes up an image, and it is of a work camp It's like a satellite view of a work camp, and it is on a terrain that you haven't seen since you left your home planet. The way that the rocks come up out of the ocean and down to this little flat, basically little flat plane right above like the ocean waves lapping up onto it. There is a satellite view of a work camp on this planet, and you remember that your species was labeled not as an invasive species, and so they hung out, but they seemed to leave you folks alone for the most part. This seems to tell you that maybe they didn't leave all you folks alone. Kaarl.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he says, now you have something real to process, Kaarl.
Bum, bum, bum.
And the door squeezes open. Back to its crawl hole. You still have to crawl through the fleshy hole.
Awful.
And you folks crawl out of said fleshy hole and are reconvened back in the ship's bridge.
Well, I need to take a second shower.
I also need a shower. But I
You
guess
can't
I
use our
can
shower.
use. Yeah, I guess I do
Yeah,
have
listen,
my own.
You don't live with us.
No, not yet.
What?
I can wait till the water gets hot again, Slippy.
No, yes.
Wild thing for a cop to say.
Are you hitting on me, Officer Cola? Because I'm not taking currently, but I could be in the future.
I always
Yes,
need a reason.
I guess that's a no then, huh?
It's complicated.
I'm not.
It's a yes, no,
Bid.
on and off.
Nope. Nope. It's a no. I
always
don't
need a
like
reason to throw a
complicated.
birthday party.
You folks.
What about toxic?
You folks retire for the evening, shower off, and reconnect in the morning over some. Where do you folks do you folks need to reconnect to converse over this before a next bit?
Hey guys,
I
do we
kind of-
trust the flesh room?
Yeah, we reconvene. in
No,
the
right?
It
Covered.
was kind of fun. Maybe we should go through it again.
Just like a haunted house.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, man, guys,
But,
we're gonna kill it on the Halloween episode, aren't we? Come and
I
meet
really
our
do want
friend.
that
Girl.
date, though.
It's the whole exhibit.
What's your opinion on this, Cola?
Am I there?
Yeah, I think we reconvene in the morning, like together, because it felt like something that we would talk about before we moved on to the next scene. Unless you guys want to move on to like weekly bits and reconvene at some point through that, but it felt like something we would want to talk about next. I just figured shower and rest to process,
Yeah.
and then
I assume he's probably gonna be back over like at like 6 a.m. Prompt. Cola. Seems like that kind of guy. He's like, you've had your rest. It's 6 a.m.
Part of me says, yeah, that's a great thought. And part of me is like, but what if we don't see Cola again until we're put together on the same team?
I wouldn't complain about that. That's pretty funny.
did you get out of them what you went to their apartment for? Because it
Yeah,
felt like
man.
things were.
I mean, no,
rolling
not
downhill?
really.
Okay.
No, but also things escalated so much faster than Cola was expecting. Also, so now he has sort of a new like slate of things to investigate. Now he wants to see about what it is that all of the like he wants to investigate the warp drive, and he wants to investigate like reported thefts of um of like tech, specifically with mention of goobers.
Okay. Yeah.
So I do think that Cola's not going to come back because Cola knows that he's going to see the rest of this crew at some point. So he's going to hold off. I think he's going to go and investigate the rest. He's going to like try and tie up some leads.
So in the
Okay.
morning over breakfast, Slippy is like, "So what do you guys think about that weird guy that showed up at our house last night?"
With no
He made me a
pants.
deputy. Of
I told him
course,
to.
I like.
I told him to take his pants off, and he did.
He made us all deputies. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I do like being a deputy.
Yeah. What do you guys think? Responsibilities come with that position.
I don't know,
None,
man.
like, because you just blame it on the person who made you a deputy if you fuck up. I'm pretty sure. So you
Oh.
just
But
have
that's if
like the
things-
power to wave around a gun and a badge, but you don't have any of the consequences because you're not a real cop. The
We need to get a badge.
agent, sorry.
badge.
I can
I'm
make
gonna
us
use
badges.
I'm gonna use my day-to-day getting a
I
badge.
can credit.
Okay.
Over this amazing breakfast, what is Cola getting up to?
Oh, also, we don't have a chef anymore, so we're eating like cereal.
Dry cereal, no milk.
Dry cereal.
I think Cola's going to start with the warp engine investigation. So I think he's going to go to the tech bay, but I need to take a bio and feed my dog.
All right, you head to the tech bay. Slippy, BBW, and yeah, what's up?
I'll pee in a second though.
Oh, if we want to take a bio break, that's totally fine too.
You can go ahead.
Do your thing.
I know what I'm gonna do for my time
Yeah,
off.
it sounds like we're actually moving closer into like a week. Everyone's doing their weekly thing to process the
Yeah.
events of
I
last
need to
night.
talk. Is her? What's her name? Old Lady Weathers.
Old Lady Weathers.
Winters. Weathers. Okay. That's who I need to talk to.
Carl, did you have any ideas for what you wanted to do on our station week? You know, our sort of in between missions time.
Probably spend time training with Shax
Okay, yeah,
because that's one of the main NPCs that Carl's gotten to know.
Yeah, for sure. You head over to the combat bay. Upon arrival, you are fronted with an interesting sight, and that is there is no one here. I'll say that you showed up decently early in the morning. There's no one here save Shaq and another person that you see, and they are going Shaq is teaching them about a varied level of different knife swipes, and it takes you a second to recognize who this person is, all cleaned up and in station clothes. It's Lucy. Shaq is giving Lucy a lesson on blade work. And Shaq says, "Hi, what can I help you with, Carl?"
Oh, I just thought that I'd come down and train. Do you need some help? I could definitely teach Lucy some cool spinny staff tricks.
Yes, Lucy, would you enjoy it if Carl joined in on our lesson today? And Lucy says, "Yeah, I like Carl. We're learning about knives, Carl. I felt
I
kind of
like
useless in that
knives.
last mission. I wanted to be of help to more people on the station."
You
So I'm
weren't
gonna
useless,
stab
but
him.
knives will help.
That's what I thought. Yeah. And you folks go into spend some time just like learning about weapons. I think it's an interesting lesson for you in that you're learning a lot about the basics again. You're helping teach the basics, and it really helps cement a lot of them back in place for you. What is one thing that you focus on teaching Lucy from like Carl's point of view today? Jack's like, and Carl, what do you have to say about blade work? Or Close close combat.
CQB, where the B stands for blade.
Versatility. Make sure that you never go into a battle with just a knife. I've got a Bernie expanding knife with a taser on one end. You gotta be ready for anything.
And a gun.
And a gun.
Being ready for anything is
I
very
do have a
important.
gun.
Carl makes a good point. The rest of this week, we should focus on some ranged combat. How do you feel about a gun, Lucy? Lucy's like, that makes me a little nervous. And Shaq says, I'll make sure that we warm you up to it. Carl, would you like to join us for the rest of these trainings with Lucy? You seem to have a good eye for this stuff, and she seems to like having you around.
Sure, I'd love to. You should see how many targets I can shoot at the same time.
How many targets can you shoot at the same
How
time?
many you got?
Well, and
Let's do it.
Carl pulls the magazine out. 40.
Shit, that's a lot of targets.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ, Carl. Shaq's like, well, it's been a moment since I've had a good old-fashioned shoot-off. You wanna go toe-to-toe, Carl?
Or we could try it.
We're gonna do a roll-off on volley. There's a number of targets down the shooting line, and Shaq says, you have the floor, Carl.
Yo.
That is a 5 plus 3, which is an 8.
With an 8, you shoot, we'll say 8 of the 12 targets. Why not? Easy translation there. Yeah. Shaq in her quick draw, we'll say it's across the 12 targets. Like you shoot the 12 times, but you only hit 8 of the targets. Shaq across hers only hits 7 of the targets, and she's like, well, that was you one-upped me on this one, but I'm sure the rest of this week will be a fun.
There's always next time.
There's always next time. And it sounds also like the result of this week is a bolster
knife work
as well for the upcoming mission, for our future mission, or for the next time. It sounds like that's a bolster roll.
Okay.
Slippy, you said you knew what you were doing. You're heading to Old Lady Weathers.
So Slippy has become a little bit more of an alchemist. And he has been developing some interesting tinctures and poisons and such. But he knows that Old Lady Weathers previously was working with Cookie to develop some new plant life. So I'm hoping to sort of leverage that into a new purpose, because we sort of gotten the energy situation solved, generally speaking. And we know who's using the power now. So who, I guess, is a strong word.
Yeah, you find her in the lab that Cookie worked with her in. This has sort of been rearranged. About half the lab is taken up by a huge fungus chamber. There's all these big, giant, I don't know, like steel wires running from it and across the ceiling into the station. And she is using her tentacles to affect different computer screens around the biome, making sure that, I don't know, all the levels are up to date. And as you enter, she turns her head but doesn't stop working, and she says, Slippy, how can I help you?
Hello, Old Lady Weathers. It's good to see you. I'm sorry for your loss.
I'm sorry for your loss, Slippy. I'm sure she was much closer with you than she had gotten with me in that short amount of time.
Oh, she still had her secrets, that's for sure.
I'm sure she did.
Secrets that no one will ever discover. So
what can I help you with?
So I know that Cookie sort of was doing some research with you, and I know that there was a lot of
to her, yeah.
Exactly, a lot of results have come out of that research, and so I was hoping that maybe you and I could start up a new project. See, I've been I've been doing some research on my own, and much like Cookie, I think sharing my findings might be useful to the both of us. So I've become a bit of an alchemist. I've been working with herbs and funguses to
Mhm.
produce all sorts of poisonous effects,
Hmm.
interesting concoctions and such. And
More
I,
of the
just
dangered side of fauna.
yes, less helpful for
Flora.
people generally, more helpful in um, combat missions or espionage.
I've dabbled.
And oh, you were a spy.
I've dabbled in poisons.
Oh, I thought you meant an espionage. That would have been a fun little side story about you, Mrs. Weathers.
I is me having dabbled in poisons not fun enough?
No, I love that. Actually, it's more useful in this
Hey, there was
situation.
one
Actually,
time where my work with plants helped save 40% of a station in space. Is that
forty
interesting enough for
percent.
you?
That's incredible. When did that happen? Just kidding. Uh,
Ouch.
so yeah, I just I was hoping I could share some of my research with you, and maybe we could cultivate some interesting uh stuff.
Yeah, you're looking to cultivate new poisons or bolster the poisons you currently cultivate?
I think so. Just from a game perspective, the idea that I'm sort of trying to work with here is so I kind of just want a game reason to be able to because sort of with alchemist I am sort of able to create any kind of thing, and so I was hoping that maybe I could get like two or three sort of like how Cookie had stable ingredients. I want to be able to sort of have a couple stocks of like I guess maybe it's like specific effects or like ingredients that I could use to alter a concoction that I have later. Sort of like a poison plus is sort of what I'm looking for. Because I can already, as whenever I have a time to gather materials in a safe place, I can brew 3 doses of any poison I've used before. So I kind of just want to get like a repertoire going here.
Hmm. Okay. Okay, yeah.
Alternatively, I can describe the effects of a poison I'd like to create, and then you tell me I can create it, but with caveats. I sort of want to have like 2 or 3 of those stowed, if that makes sense. So I'm sort of like trying to figure out a way to get like my grab bag thing, but with poison.
Okay, then okay, I like this concept. We'll say over this week you and Old Lady Weathers can work together to create like a little transportable grow station for your ship. So as long as you
Sick.
can get to your ship, you can do the
I
thing that
definitely
you
can.
need
We
to
have a
do with your
teleporter now.
right, right. So that seems like, and then she helps get that grow station set up with the basics for the main ones in that group. Anything that I think what we could do, like with Cookies, all of her ingredients were like based on the environment. So what we can do with your poisons is you can do sort of a search roll, kind of what Cookie had going on, and we can add a new thing to your repertoire as long as you have that ingredient. Once you use it, you won't have that poison anymore. But then it makes sort of more fun one-time use poisons, you know.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I like
Perfect.
that. I like that. Cool. So then that's what this week will be spent doing, is getting that grow station set and ready with your basic the basic, I think 6 in there, right? Is 5 poisons. Um yeah, sweet, 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 sweet. So that's what Slippy and Kaarl are doing. Kaarl is combat training with Lucy and Shaq. Slippy is getting the poison grow kit together. BBW, what are you up to during this week?
It's time to formally show my energy shield around the ship. I'm gonna start giving it a tour, and I want to end up eventually back at the what is it, technical workshop
The tech bay, yeah.
that I can do more things. Yeah, that place. That's
It loves it. It loves the tour.
amazing.
I will say that at the beginning it was a little jaded that you used it as a throwing shield. It didn't love that, but it is appreciative of you giving the time to show it around.
Of course. And I want to implement it like into my body as what is it?
You want to do what?
I want to put it inside me.
Nice.
I think I'm just gonna do that. But
Is that just to like flavor? You always have it on you now?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you spend some time in the bay preparing
Mhm.
your shield as a part of one of your body pieces.
that way you can watch all those old ass videos and shit with me on Reddit.
So you spend your week like getting this set into your body and preparing your machines up?
Mhm.
Okay, that sounds like a bolster as well. Carl got a bolster for the training up. Like Slippy is getting what feels like
Poison bolster.
yeah, poison bolster. Slippy gets a whole kit of interacting with an environment, but you and Carl seem to get bolsters. So again, like we had for opulence, at some point during the mission, you can roll +1 on a roll to just add to any roll as a part of your prep work right now, being because of that. Hyatt Cola, what is your plan? The morning after you wake up and don't go back to them. You want to shore up some leads.
Yep, time to figure some stuff out. First off, let's head to the tech bay and learn everything we can about the warp drive.
Oh my god, you again.
Yeah, you see BBW in here throughout as you're learning about the warp drive. Core.
I give him an awkwardly affectionate pat on the abdomen.
I do the same.
Pat on the.
Oh,
Thank you.
Just
Really
two
do appreciate
dudes patting each other on the tummy.
you're welcome.
Core says.
I want to give him balloon animal.
Showing you a power
With a
structure.
string? With a string?
No, I gave you a balloon animal.
No
Just
helium.
the balloon animal, no string?
Just got breath in it.
Oh, it has a string. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. I tie the string to like one of my like shoulder buttons.
Core
I do
showing
have
you.
pants on now
He's
though.
incredible.
I
Oh,
retrieved my pants.
pants gotten.
Core shows you schematics of the power flow for the station. You're asking about the warp drive. It says, since the power has been back up to 100% running through the station, it seems that the warp drive still needs some work. And you can see the power flow going through the station, but it stops abruptly at the warp drive. It just says there must be I oh, holy shit, I need some water. Give me a second. Like choking.
The warp drive needs some drink. So while he's gone, gang, how can we set off the warp drive? We need to set off the warp drive so we can kill creation. I wanted to shoot him with my gun so bad, but I knew that wouldn't work.
Oh my god. I'll hack
Convince
into
the
it and
captain
fill up
we
the
have to go
helium.
really fast.
We gotta go somewhere else now.
I mean, if it cut off sharply, then there's a reason it's not there yet. So maybe we just gotta go look at it.
Well, you're there.
Will be
I
so
mean,
ugly
I'm
that everyone
I'm
will
about to
die.
find out where it's
Yeah.
at. That's true.
But
I'm
learn all
gonna
you
try.
can learn.
I'm gonna try and learn all I can learn because this was already the one of the plans.
Yeah, investigation.
Yeah, of course, says it's just the energy cuts off sharply before going into the warp engine. It seems that the technicians will have to get down there and ensure the energy's flow.
Is there any sort of information as to why the power hasn't made it there? Any sort of preliminary deduction?
Due to the expansion of whatever life form happened at the original explosion, a lot of the ventilation, the access and passages have been blocked off by growths of some kind, so it's going to take quite an amount of time to clear.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, I think that's probably everything I need. Thank you, Core.
If there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know.
I won't hesitate.
Where next? Your investigation's a lot more specific. They're like weekly, round 'em ups. So I'd
okay,
imagine
okay.
that this took up like that day, right? You getting this information from Core and going over all that he could show you. But we have, a week-ish. So like, how does this investigation go for you during this week? What kind of bits are you looking for?
Okay. I think
The
the things that I
BBW
want to
help you
have.
out as well.
Oh, hell yeah.
Just because if you mentioned like the robots or the control machines and stuff, I want to help you out a little bit. It'll be part of the tour.
What do you want to help him out with? How do you want to like just join him?
Yeah, it's Jordan. I got no idea what to help with, but I'll help.
Perfect. BBW's interested in helping.
Welcome to the team of justice, robot.
Oh, so now
Um,
we're huh?
Let's see. The other things that I need. I assume that I already have like a route. Like I figure that a route to the warp core would not be a difficult thing to just have.
A route to the doors that Core has said are blocked off. You have.
Yeah, sure, but I know what's blocking them off.
Mhm.
I still want to go see this thing.
Mhm.
We'll figure it out. Maybe I need a flamethrower
Or a laser beam.
or a laser beam. We already have a laser beam. Okay. So maybe we don't need a flamethrower. I was gonna see if I could cash in on that 1,000 credits.
No, it
Um,
died on. It is useless now.
They
I think what we said in that episode that it died when Cookie died.
My agency's sort of spending money there. But okay, I guess I spent it all getting cluster spot renovated.
Cookie spent that 1,000 on the Uber Black to escape from the.
He sure did not check the tapes. She was actually thinking of hiring mercenaries to watch the building, but never got around to it. Okay. Then the other thing is he wants to go to the classified database or whatever. He wants to use his what's it called? Clearance. He wants to use his clearance to find out everything he can about the Pharaoh's Eye.
Okay.
Yeah. Because if he can't figure out more about this thing, maybe he can learn about it by what it's stealing. Either way, the plan is to go down to the warp core and beat it up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the rest of the team thinks. We're definitely going down to the warp core because it seems like in the room that talks to us, it has the power and we don't. So maybe if we're in the warp core, it'll talk to us like we have the power or something. I don't know. We're going to pitch all this to the rest of the team once we've figured this info out. So we're going to spout some lore on the thing and we get +1. Okay, cool. All right. So spouting lore on this thing. And I needed every point. +2 gets me to a 7.
What is that? What is clearance again? If you get what?
Clearance is a permanent +1 when you spout lore using your clearance to access the database, and I get a bonus if I get a 10+.
Okay.
In this case, it
Nice.
just saved me from complete failure.
From complete failure. And you're trying to spout lore.
On the Pharaoh's Eye, I'm trying to figure out, I guess, if I cannot clock what this fellow is about, maybe I can figure something out by what he's stealing. If I had info on the golden drop, I would have looked that up too, but I don't, so I didn't.
The Pharaoh's Eye was ancient piece of, I mean, it's an ancient artifact. Stories say that the pharaoh that used it to, don't remember what his name was from that episode, but used it to,
Did we name a pharaoh?
Yeah, there was definitely a name.
yeah, Tutankhamun,
Something like that.
something like that. Who the stories say that he could see the flow, the rivers of life flow in and out of people, but that's really all the stories tell you.
That was just a story.
It's like the lore of it. He could see when someone was passing or when they were passing gas. I don't know.
Or parking.
What?
Passing, or he could predict pregnancies before the doctors could, because they said that he could see the resemblance of life there. But that's really like you're just getting like bits of lore as you're trying to remember maybe things you've known about or heard or about the Pharaoh's Eye. Something interesting.
Yeah, no, it's up to me to make it useful. Okay, well, I guess I'll ponder it and make it useful somehow. Cool. Someone else go.
I mean,
Have they all gone?
that's like this week, yeah. You were getting up, so I did everyone else's first. I didn't really think about yours being like more moment
shit.
by
Okay.
moment. So
okay.
maybe there's a way that you can collect the crew to help you out with this, to make it a group effort, or you can keep going. You have BBW with you, or
Do a duo
so.
mission.
Well, yeah, you BBW.
You know
are
what? Here's what I'm
heading-
gonna do. With BBW, because he's here, I'm gonna reach out to Cluster. Yeah, Cluster, come in. Report. Over.
What's up, boss?
What is deputy crew member Tombleton's location at present? Over.
If a moment later he comes back, he says, "Looks like I got some feeds of Tombleton headed on into the food no 2. Looks like he's been spending a lot of time with an old lady Weathers."
Thank you. I will be meeting him shortly. Keep us apprised on all activity related to entrances and/or exits to the warp core. Thank you, Cluster.
Will do, boss.
And I head off towards Food No 2.
Slippy's in the lab in the back of Fudo 2 with old lady Weathers. They are working away at a little small plant station.
I know that Slippy can't be surprised, but Cluster doesn't know this. So I'm gonna roll Defy Danger Stealth to try and just be behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Just to sort of, maybe I roll a 13 or whatever.
He
I
still
can't.
be
I can't roll a
surprised.
13. I cannot.
And he still won't be surprised.
And that's a 6.
You trip over something and make a loud noise, and Old Lady
And
Weathers
before
is
you
like,
even make the loud noise, Slippy is turned around with his gun on you.
Old Lady Weathers is like, please put the gun away, Tombleson. I don't think you'd be the safest pointing it at a man like Agent Cola here.
Oh, don't worry, I'm deputized.
And she reaches a tentacle down to help you up, and she says, "What can I help you with today, Agent Cola?" Now I'm just making up that you two have a rapport, but you do now.
I appreciate the aid, Madam Weathers, but I am unfortunately here for Deputy Agent Tombleson.
Oh,
Okay.
Agent Tombleson.
I'll be over here
Mhm.
then.
How would you like to do a sneak? I obviously need your help
I'm pretty good at that.
in
I'm a
that
stealth officer.
department.
Mhm.
All right. Let's meet tonight, 7:25 p.m.
Okay, I'll put that down in my calendar.
7:24.
Great.
Yep, we're gonna do a
Is
sneak
that all you
on
needed?
Captain Rake.
Okay. Sounds good. I like the sound of that.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hang out over here then.
Oh,
Oh,
is that? Wait,
I guess I'm gonna leave then. I'll see you later.
I guess I'll leave.
I'll see you later, old lady Weathers. Have a good one.
You don't want me to watch what you're doing, so you're just gonna bounce.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home now.
Oh,
I gotta go
well,
take a shit.
well, then I'll also leave.
This is getting weird now, Agent
you're-
Cola.
Yeah, it's weird.
Are you gonna follow me home, Agent Cola?
No.
That's
No,
good.
BBW
but-
wants to stay with
BBW
Agent-
might.
Huh?
I can't speak for him. He's an agent of chaos.
True. BBW's gonna stay with old lady Weathers, just staring at her, and then he leaves.
Well,
Oh.
I'll see you
minutes.
next session, Agent Cola.
All right. I'll see you on
See
the
you
next
session
on the next mission. There we go.
at 7:25 p.m. Goodbye. See you later. Have a good one.
Over
What
and
is
out.
so? What is this? I'm just trying to think. What is this sneak that you're doing at 7:25 p.m.?
We're breaking into Captain Rake's apartment again. I mean, it's again for me. It's the first time for these two.
Okay.
BBW and Slippy are apparently coming with me. I need Slippy. BBW is also here, so we're all going. If they
Let's
want to
get
invite
Carl, too.
Carl, then let's get the whole crew
Yeah, let's
crammed
get
into Rake's tiny apartment.
Carl too, and we'll start the next session at Rake's apartment.
Because we're gonna do another jump spook. We're already in his apartment when he comes home. Ooh, what's he gonna do?
Great.
He's gonna answer our questions. Is what he's gonna do.
He's gonna be so afraid of my big gun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Now we have big guns.
All right.
Not me,
that
though.
gives me
I've got a
something to
tiny
think
gun.
over. I'm gonna have to think over that for next session. You're breaking into Rake's apartment with a goal to eventually angle towards the warp engine so that you can feel like you're on the same footing with creation for a conversation. Is that true? That's what it sounded like from what you
No.
said. I'm just trying to break that down properly.
No, I mean I have my own character's thoughts on this, but I want to have like a talk with everybody about what we do. My instinct is still let's kick this thing's ass.
Jazz.
Fuck this guy. I don't know. That's always Cola's first instinct is let's kick this thing's ass. So I think this feels pretty honest. But if they think that we could be better served working for it, I don't know. I mean, I'm open to ideas as a player.
We've already spent one campaign where the whole crew worked for a monster, so we should probably kill this one.
I'm here for that. I'm here for whatever, but I know that it's going to require a visit to the warp drive, and I would like someone's opinion who knows more about that than we do. And I don't trust Marjorie.
Walks into flesh room. Hey, where's this thing's ass?
I'm gonna kick it. Okay,
It's in the
yeah.
warp drive, and I'm gonna kick it, even if it takes my whole leg. I'm kicking it.
That gives me something to think about for sure.
Well, yeah, and even if the warp drive plan doesn't work, then we could just blow up the station.
I
guess.
guess we sure could. That's a great way to end the campaign.
a wild way.
Next up, next.
Get paid a couple times and blow everything
Don't
up.
even tell anybody about it. Just bomb it
Just
and
blow it
fucking fly off the four of us.
No, I'm not flying off. I'll go down with the ship.
No, we're blowing it up.
Oh,
It's gonna take all four of us to blow up this station.
we have no idea what's
Yep.
going on, so let's blow it up.
Let's never find out and let's blow it up.
America.
Stupid.
So, session end questions. Did we learn something new and important about the universe?
Yeah.
Fleshy
No.
thing.
We
Ooh.
met in
Flesh
creation,
room.
so
We
The
learned.
Did
rest
we
of
get
us did.
did we get XP from creation last session?
You got XP from creation as a whole last session, but I would say that it's newer important information that Hayek Cola is the one that caused BBW memory damage. It's
I'll take a flashback
important
XP.
for Kaarl that that there are,
invasive species camps on my planet.
problems with exactly the invasive species committee on his planet, and there wasn't supposed to be so like little pepperings of important knowledge drops, I think, all over the place. Did we overcome a notable enemy or monster?
Not yet.
Not yet.
The warp drive's up yet.
Not yet. What's the last one? Did we get treasure?
Treasure was taken from us.
Treasure was taken from you. Everyone loses one experience.
No.
No,
no, I
kidding.
had to get rid of one of my perks.
Any
Look,
bonds?
I'm level 5.
Oh no, I leveled down. Any bonds?
No, but I'll just make one up.
Oh, I just realized that I had to create two
My
bonds,
back.
and I've remade a bond that was the same bond. I
Mm.
just reworded the bond.
Yeah, Cola, you haven't had bonds yet.
No, I think as of the start of next session, I will have bonds with some of these yahoos because now I've met them all.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got one with you as well now. Cola.
cool. Yep, as long as those bond slots aren't filled in, there's no chance for experience on them.
Yep.
And then
Gotta pay to play.
did anyone get a not morality, what's the thing called? Alignment.
Alignment.
Did anyone get an alignment experience?
I don't think so.
No.
Was not stealthy today. Instead, I pulled out my gun,
Not yet, but at the start of next
Did-
session, you'll break into someone's house.
and then I'll pull out my
Hi,
gun.
I'm a cop. Did I use my copness to inspire fear in any of you, or admiration
No.
or respect?
No, you took off your
Definitely
pants,
not.
and then you came in my house.
You lost respect to Slippy for sure. The whole time you were pantsless, there was no respect to gain, brother.
It was worth a shot. I didn't think I was gonna get that, but I
What
had
about
to
what
try.
about when he knocked on the door and said, "Let me in," and showed you his badge when he had his pants on?
No, because then
Mm.
I said, "Take off your pants," and then he
He
did.
just did. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. No respect there, officer. So no.
Valid. Fair enough.
Sweet.
That's just unlucky.
That's okay. I'm
Just
still.
unlucky.
I am 1 XP away from level 7.
Beefy.
Nice.
All right. Cool. Then we will pick back up next week at drawing the team together to break into Rake's apartment to ask him questions.
Yeah, we'll have to do a
Mhm.
little mic test for me because I will be in DC for the next 2.5 weeks, just about.
Okay.
But I've got a couple options. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I mean, you've been on hotel mic at some point in this series, and it wasn't that bad. So
Yeah, my headphones are not too bad.
no.
I might actually. We'll see where I'm at, but I think the 28th is the day I get back from Singapore. So I might not be back,
Okay.
Be a long day.
or I might be fucking zonked.
Yeah, I mean, if that's
Hi,
to get back
I'm
from
on
Singapore,
Singapore
we'll
time.
just do it the next week. In
Yeah.
DD. Cool. Great re-recording. Now I can crush out the rest of that episode, and then now we have another episode. Great. Awesome.
Good couple
Yay.
eps.
Good session,
Good couple
y'all.
eps, everybody.
We'll chat throughout the weeks.
Cool.
See you guys
Alright.
later.
Bye.
Over
Little
and out.
friends.
As for everyone else, I want to appreciate you all for coming to join. All my scenes are just switching. Thanks all for coming to join us today. We did some re-recording and some new recording. So look forward to these episodes out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts. You can find Dungeons, Drive-ins, and Dice. The episodes are quite a bit behind what we recorded tonight because that's how you do these things, right? You keep recording ahead so that you can keep putting the episodes out. So go check those out. You can find us, like I said, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you find them, Overcast, anywhere. Yeah, I appreciate you folks joining tonight, and we will